Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time once again for the eye test. We're going to have a great show tonight with your participation. My panelists coming on, and you know how we do. We get to fussing, we get to arguing, but it's all love, and it's all about your Falcons and any other subject that we want to discuss. And there may be a subject or two that you guys want to talk about. We'll breach that a little bit later. Thank you guys for coming in. We weren't on last week because, once again, I had to work. But I'm back this week. I had something earlier, thought it was going to spill over, but it didn't. And we're able to have a show tonight. Thank goodness. Atlanta Falcons training camp is just a few weeks away. We're in the month of July, and I guess in another couple of days, we'll be celebrating or observing Independence Day on a Friday. So if you're not there yet, you better hurry and get there before the fireworks start. And while you're out there, please be careful. Please be careful. Travel well. And don't get in no trouble out there. If you take a fifth on the 4th, you might be in there until the 15th. Because this is money-making time for your local law enforcement. If you have Waze, run that Waze. If you got a radar and laser detector, plug it up, put it up there. And even with those things, be reasonable out there. Take care of yourself. You know, just because the road is 285 don't mean you got to do 285 or 75 or 85. Watch it out there. Enjoy yourself. Get to where you're going to go. Enjoy your vacation. Come on back. We're looking forward to seeing you every chance that we get. We have a little bit of Hawks news that we definitely want to talk about or mention or touch on, because both sports, this is that time of year where if your baseball team isn't doing too well, and right now the Braves, oh my goodness, really got us upset. So we're looking forward to Falcons, definitely, when training camp starts, and basketball in October. But up until that time, we've had a draft. We picked up a player from Georgia, which is good because we've been wanting some hometown talent. And Asa Newell is good. Thank goodness. You drafted someone from here that's good. And for what I've seen, I like what he already has in his toolbox. And it's not a situation where you got to send this person down to the G League, let him work his way up. Because I see intangibles that this young man has already that you might let him play a game or two. But, the G League, that's something that I really don't like it. I'm just going to say that. Because you usually send some people, you usually send draft picks down there to try to hone skills against people who are trying to get into the league. So because of that fact, I'm just a little wary about that. Oh, I see the Dixon Way is looking at us tonight, and I really appreciate that. And those of you who want to get good Braves content, and it, sometimes it's painful, especially this year. Braves, Falcons, Hawks content. The Dixon Way is your way. They brought me home from Detroit. As long as you got a signal, Larry will make sure that you know what's going on. And will keep you up to date with play-by-play as well as analysis of the game, quarter by quarter, player by player. If time, allows, he'll be sure to make sure that you are Hawks aware, Braves aware, Falcons aware. And if you're fortunate, he may drop in on your show and give you a perspective about the teams that he's just called the game on, because he definitely is astute and knowledgeable about those sports. I know he argues me down all the time, but like I said, when we discuss, we talk, we bounce ideas back and forth and bounce opinions back and forth, and that's what this show is about. That's why I enjoy doing this, because contrary to when I was just a caller on the radio, I was not in control. I was cut off. I was exiled. But this man, me and Winston, is ours. So I don't get cut off, except by people that are on the panel. All the time. But hey, it's a forum for all of you. It's a forum for all of you to come in and do what you do. Wait a minute, where my comment at? Thought I had some other comments on here. Okay. How is this thing going? And see, Keely's in the building. How you doing, sir? Saw those pictures. I think that was your birthday or whatever. You look real corporate and look like you were enjoying yourself, and that's good. That is excellent. Excuse me. That Larry. Yeah, Larry. Hey, but like I said, hey, we're discussing stuff. Love to discuss. And hey, just because you might cut me off or I might go and you go that does not mean that I'm not going to remember what it is that I have to say, as well as say it. Because that's the type of party we got going on. Now, let's jump into something. I was trying to do a monologue before my partners would come in or for anybody else come in. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to come in at any time that you want to talk about anything that you want. And our subjects tonight, we are going to go ahead and stick our toe in the water as far as we can here. About the Atlanta Hawks. To the Atlanta Hawks and the NBA in general. And I'd like to, before I do that, welcome my partner, Mr. Winston Thornton, hailing from up 95 way, hugging the coast. boogieing down the backside of Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's that about?
How you be?
I ain't making no noise.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to hear from you.
How you been?
Oh man, just trying to hold in the road straight. You know, I got 66 years on the planet now, and the planet winning.
Man, happy belated birthday. Happy birthday on you and Keela.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I put a scripture in there. It made sure to do that because see, the thing is, you know, the path or the legacy that you leave is more important than the day that you got here.
Yeah, that's right.
According to, you know, the divine one. So, you know, hey, I'm just trying to lay it down right. And if I'm not laying it down right, get it to where I am laying it, can lay it down right. Because I want to have a good report when time comes to report.
Yeah. Cause ain't no going back and changing the grade on that one.
No, you know, once that final grade given, you got to live or die with it, buddy.
That's it. Either pass or fail. It's one of the two.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ain't no homework. No.
No. Anything you wanted to start off with? I had a subject in mind, but if anything, you know, because we hadn't been here in a couple of weeks, and I wanted to make sure that, you know.
What's that? You know, Cool C, John Brook, 330, Larry. What's that, Larry?
Oh, anything?
Oh no, I'm with you. I go with the flow. What's that?
Now,
heard you talking basketball. You want to go down that route?
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. You know, we'll definitely touch on the Falcons, and I know there was another subject that everybody was talking about. I told y'all to hold some of that fire till we get on here, because I know that's going to be a deep one, and we're going to definitely get into that one. But excuse me. Y'all got to excuse me. I was burping. I've been eating watermelon, so you know.
All right, John going through puberty and thing. It's all good.
Hey man, look at him. And I got a sweet one too, Jack. Got a sweet one. Oh, I can't pick him like Dad used to, because he used to be able to just thump them things and know which one to get. I hadn't developed the thump.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm behind time. I ain't got me a watermelon yet this year. But I'm gonna get one. I might.
Yeah, man. Hey. But now the Atlanta Hawks drafted a player from Georgia, 6'11", and like I was saying earlier, I had a chance to see him, and let me welcome Coach up here. What's up, Coach?
What's up, John? What's up, Winston? What's up, chat? Happy 4th to everybody who can hear my voice. Be safe out here. Make it home to your families.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's your signal look like, Coach?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, you stationary or you rolling?
Nah, I'm always rolling, brother.
You don't hear the signal light in the back.
Oh, y'all can hear that? Hey, bro, you listening too hard.
Yeah, I do hear that. Yeah.
Hey, that's why I keep joking about it. Cause I can hear you signal light on throughout the show every time.
Oh man, there was one dude in the Hawks broadcast. Man, that Joker signal light sounded like somebody was shooting. Baka, 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 baka. Good grief, man. Go ahead and turn.
Yeah, bro. How we doing today? How we doing?
Oh man,
everybody.
I'm holding on, boss. Holding on.
Everybody's family doing all right. Everything's good for everybody. I hope so.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so far. How about you?
Yeah, man, we rocking and rolling. I just did set an appointment for my baby boy to take his senior pictures, man. Lord Jesus.
Come on.
Oh man, that time flying ain't.
Bruh, like, damn, where did that time go?
Yeah, man.
Whew. It came up quick and fast.
Yeah, it tends to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You know, I was just telling Winston because I had a birthday last week. No, I had a birthday Sunday. Yeah, I had a birthday Sunday, man. And then them 65 years because you claim the ordinal year instead of the cardinal year. Is it backwards? Whatever. But the thing is that when I look back, man, it just seems like yesterday that I started work, yesterday that I got out of high school, yesterday that, various milestones took place, man. And man, you end up, you got more miles behind you than you got in front of you. So man, that clock, the hands on the clock tick, the numbers on the phone
they don't ever stop
rolling. Yeah,
they don't ever stop.
Don't, so that's why I tell you, go ahead and do what you're gonna doggone do.
Yeah, I just can't believe that, like, already, brother, that not only is this joker 17, he about to graduate high school and going off to college. Like, wow.
Yeah, man.
But anyway.
Now, like I said, now the Hawks drafted someone from University of Georgia, someone in the state, which is something that people have been crying for the longest. We didn't have, well, I'll tell you what now, Ant-Man came from here.
From Georgia.
And Asa, I see some things in him that let me know that he doesn't necessarily have to go down to the G League and get coached up or polished up or developed. And I really hate that word. I really hate that word, develop, in basketball, because all of the people that I watched when I was coming up, the NBA was a place where you had to be good in order to be drafted. When I was coming up, there was no development in order to get you ready for the NBA. You automatically, if you were drafted, you hit this team's bench. Depending upon who you were, you started. But you had the polish of college. You had a few that were good enough to come out of high school, just a few. But you had the polish of college, where you were structured. Right now, you got people coming in the NBA that don't even know how to run a pick and roll. Then you got people that, you want them to shoot these 3-pointers all the time. They can't shoot them. They get to the line and it's just like unfolding a damn lawn chair when they shoot. They checking the wind. I mean, clock ticking. The man is open when you pass him the ball. He's getting his shoulders together, making sure his feet are planted, taking the ball, raising it up, and following. You can tell people that's not used to doing it and not comfortable with it yet. But when they shoot, they follow through perfect and try to, man, come on, man. But this boy Asa, he put it up. As soon as he get the ball, he has one of the quickest releases that I've seen on the Hawks team, besides somebody you guys might not remember. And that was the Stinger, Mike Glenn. And I played against Mike Glenn. Man, trying to block that man's shot is just impossible, because look at here. If he gets that ball, boom, boom, shank. and calling your names while he's shooting at you. Sissy, sissy, punk, sissy. You know what I mean? Man, it was something else.
Sound like Larry Bird.
Yeah, you know that. But the Stinger, those people who have been hanging around the house for a long time, knowing about the house for a long time. Oh man, Mike Glenn. Oh, he was deadly. He used to run a camp for the hearing impaired, and there were a lot of dudes used to work at my job that were hearing. Well, about 4 or 5 of them that were hearing impaired. They used to, you know, we played ball out there all the time, and they just as good as, and they just as vicious as folk who can hear. So they'll call you motherfucker. They'll cut you. And he used to call me that, hey, motherfucker. Oh man, I used to laugh my behind off. But there go old Chief there. He said oh man, we got the same birthday. I got the same birthday as Chief. What up, Chief? 45. Man, I remember when I was 45. Oh, at any rate, though. And that was a minute ago. But keep on circling the planet, Chief. Keep on circling. But and I know this is something that you two have been arguing and fussing about. That I've been looking in there peeping about LeBron and who y'all who man again. Let me tell y'all something.
You can't even think about the other person name, man. That's how much of a non-factor he is.
Bruh, cut it, bruh. Cut it out. Kill that noise you talking, bruh.
LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, thing is, okay, and you know, Ayton went to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Ayton is in LA. And I didn't know Al Horford had retired and is coming back to Golden State.
No, he trying to we still looking at him. We pushing trying to get him now.
Yeah, but I didn't know he had retired.
Yeah, well, technically he hadn't put it in, but it was the word around the water cooler.
Oh, okay. Because now we went and got Porzingis. Now, okay. People are trying to tell me that that's a good move for the Hawks. But my question is, why do we go to the ICU to get played? I mean, Bogey was hurt when we got him. Clint Capella was hurt when we got him. Here, Porzingis, okay, did he come back in time for the finals, or did he play a couple of games in the playoffs prior to the finals when Boston won it last year?
No, he played in the finals.
Now I know he played in the finals, but did he play in the playoffs or any part of the season leading up to the playoffs?
No, he had played in the playoff. He had played in the playoff, and then he got hurt in the playoff. Then he came back. I want to say he came back in the Eastern Conference Final.
Okay. Now see this, he's back. Okay, he came back. And I remember he got sick last year. They didn't know what was wrong with him. They couldn't identify what was wrong with him. He was sick. All right. Boston, after the whoever it was that sold Boston to this new group, they were dedicated to cutting salary. Now, the weakest link in, this is just my opinion, was Porzingis. We go get it. Now, this man is just coming back from his illness, and now he's getting ready to go play for his country's team in, I guess, the basketball championships this year. Is it FIBA or whatever it is that's playing this year?
FIBA.
Okay. Now, That was the same mess that Bogey did. That's the same mess that Bogey did. Now, Bogey, when he came here, he had a knee issue. All right. He's missing games. You put him out there on the floor, he'll tease you with his 3-point shot, but then the joke, he'll tease you by, scoring 18, 19, 20-something points one night. All right. You hold him out on the back-to-backs. Then you put him in on the third game.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do anything for you. Clink, clink, clunk. Trae Young get beat up like a piñata on a Mexican kid's birthday, trying to drive the ball into the hole, draw the other team, his team, the referees, and a couple of people out of the stands to the hole, dish it out there to the corner for Bogey. Wide open jump shot. Clank. I don't need you. That was my main complaint about, but I don't need you. Kevin Huerter, the same thing. DeAndre Hunter, same thing. I said, good grief, man. Now it looks like.
Well, John, hold on. Before you go further, let me ask you this. All right, because DeAndre Hunter took it and went to the Cavs, and he looked all right with the Cavs. So do you think could have been he hadn't developed enough, the system that he was playing in, or the area, or the team that he was playing for, coaching staff and all that included, that was sort of holding him back? Because he looked all right for the Cavs.
Winston, I'm going to say it's about all three. Because, see, now DeAndre Hunter had a nagging knee injury.
Mm-hmm.
And he missed almost 2 seasons out of the – how long did he stay?
Oh, yeah.
5 or 7 – it's either 5 or 7 seasons. He almost missed 2 seasons of playing time. Now, him coming off the bench for the Cavaliers was basically what he was doing here. We finally had him long enough for him to come off the bench and make a difference. Plus the fact you had Dyson Daniels here that because everybody was saying that they would put Hunter on the opposing team's best man and have him follow him or whatever. It was kind of like Hunter was playing man-to-man and everybody else playing zone. Okay.
Say he was with y'all for 5 years and 7 months.
Yeah. All right. And the offensive system. See, this is the crazy part too. The pick and roll was a singular play when I was coming up. It was a play among various other plays. It was a way to get a man open for a drive to the basket or an open shot or something of that nature. Now it's turned into an entire offense. What is this? Have you dumbed down basketball to where the pick and roll play is now an entire offense instead of you doing other things in addition to the pick and roll?
You know why that is, right, John?
No, tell me, Coach.
Because people trying to follow the blueprint of the greatest player, one of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball, and how he absolutely revolutionized basketball. So they trying to play like him. It just don't work.
Now, who are you referring to? Because see, 2 names come to mind for me with such glowing praise. Now, who are you referring to?
Yeah, it is. Well, it is because of 2, but one is the GOAT and the other is just a great player. But the babyface assassin, the green-eyed monster.
Who you talking
The
about? Michael Beasley.
No, bro, shut up. You know what I'm talking about? Cut it out. Talk about the chef, Curry.
Now, and see that there is some validity to that, because of the fact everybody was trying to emulate Golden State, okay, and cut the center position completely out as far as being important. But you could not copy what him and Klay Thompson brought to a team. I mean, good grief, man. And that's something I've got to give Curry, because he's the greatest shooter I've ever seen, bar none. He's one of the greatest shooters I've ever seen.
Don't preach, brother.
You know,
everybody negating his shooting acumen.
But he is one of the four who has changed the game of basketball.
I definitely agree. Steph Curry is the best shooter of all time. Volume shooter. He is the best shooter of all time. I give.
See what they do. See what they do. They throw that little caveat. Volume shooter.
Now wait a minute. Now let me ask you guys: what is a volume shooter? Because
I don't know.
I've heard of the definitions. I want to hear what you guys think. What is a volume shooter?
Volume shooter. A volume shooter is a red. What's up?
I didn't think you saw that, Winston.
Yeah. I saw him popped up because I knew he was floating around somewhere. I hadn't seen him yet. He might have quiet, but anyway. So volume shooter is somebody just putting up a whole bunch of shots. Like, all right, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is a volume shooter, right? All right, because he's orchestrating the offense. He's carrying the offense. He's their main scorer. That's a volume shooter.
So wouldn't that be LeBron in that category too?
LeBron don't shoot as much as Steph shoot.
But isn't he the primary scorer? You just said the primary scorer.
That shoots a lot. That's where the word volume comes from. Remember that.
Okay. Just another way to try to.
If you have a 3-point specialist like Ray Allen in his later career, right? He's gonna get what? Maybe somewhere between like 6 to like 10 shots. That's not a volume shooter. We just count on you to be efficient with your shot. See what I'm saying?
Make it when you take it.
Make it when you take it. When you get in, your job is to shoot these set shots here. Make your shot. That's it. Same thing with Kyle Korver in his later career. He's a specialist. See what I'm saying? It's different role. Steph Curry is a volume shooter who got a green light to shoot from whenever, wherever. Doesn't matter. Check them off up, Steph. I mean, then when you have somebody that's able to shoot the way Steph is able to shoot, all right, yeah, you can live and die with his make or miss it. Now, if you have somebody that shoot as much as Steph and don't hit nowhere near that clip, they can shoot you in the game or they can shoot you out of a game. See what I'm saying? Like, all right, like Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard over in when he was with the Blazers. He's a volume shooter, but he's a efficient shooter. So you can live with that. I don't need a whole bunch of extra points from everybody else. I just need y'all to be great at what you do. His problem was he didn't have nobody else that was great at what they did. It was all a little above average, if not average. That's why Dame couldn't get over the hump in Portland. Now, like I said, I give Steph the best volume shooter of all time. He's the best shooter of all time. I give him that. Huh? Best 3-point shooter of all time. Best 3-point shooter of all time. I give him that. Yeah, I give him that.
Now, okay. Well, let me ask you this. Was Klay Thompson a volume shooter?
No, he was a specialist. See, there's the difference. Klay was a 3 and D. He got a green light to shoot, 16 to like 22 shots. But with Klay, like, that's why you call him a specialist. Because Klay, he's not doing a whole bunch of dribbling trying to create a shot. He's not doing all that. Klay is trying to catch and put it in the air. As soon as he catches it, he's not gonna take more than 3 shots. So like
3 dribbles.
Yeah, I mean 3 dribbles. Yeah, 3 dribbles.
Oh, okay.
So like would this a lot of NBA players sit there and say this, like when they do ISO practice and stuff, you got
Mhm.
3 dribbles. You got 3 dribbles to go into your shot.
Okay.
Right. Now that will make you a proficient ISO player if you're really trying to pat the ball. Because now you all right. My mind is to get to this spot. This is my spot. I'm trying to get there as quick as possible and get into my shot. Now, how do I do that within 3 dribbles and create space to get my shot off? Clay just hung around the 3-point line. Catch him, shoot, catch and shoot, catch and release, catch and release, catch and release. Same thing Kevin Love morphed into when he got to Cleveland. Catch and release. Now, Kevin Love defense is nowhere near as great as Clay defense was before Clay started having them knee injury. But it was pretty much the same role. What Clay gave on defense, Kevin Love gave him rebound. See what I'm saying? But their roles offensively was pretty much the same. Like I'm not banking on Clay to sit there and just drive to the cup and penetrate the defense. Like no, float around out there on the outside or in the mid range. Same thing Kevin Love did. Same thing Chris Bosh did when he got to Miami.
Okay, hey coach, what you think?
I just heard all I heard in that diatribe was Charlie Brown's teacher. That's all I heard. I don't know what he's talking about.
Man, look at this guy here. Now he
all I hear is wah.
This guy here is sitting there talking about Steph should be in the GOAT conversation.
He absolutely. What do you mean?
How? What qualifies him to be in the GOAT conversation?
The greatest shooter that has ever played the game of basketball. The only unanimous MVP in King James era. Like, what are you talking? What?
You saying
what
King?
Do you mean?
Which King?
In quote unquote King James era.
You talking about biblical King James?
In King James era.
Are you talking about LeBron?
That LeBron James, big crybaby.
Hold on.
In his era, the only unanimous MVP in someone else's era. You think anybody would have got a unanimous MVP in George's era or Kobe's era? No.
Stop it.
Like, what are we talking about right now, bro?
Unanimous MVP way back in Miami,
but he didn't. And what do you mean?
Who gave that bullshit vote to? Who did it go to? I want to say it went to Carmelo.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but
LeBron
didn't.
had 29 out of 30. LeBron had 29 out of 30.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't.
It doesn't matter. Now, you said because he's the greatest shooter of all time, he should be the GOAT, right? And
also, he is one of 3 players who literally changed the game of basketball. No one else in the quote unquote GOAT conversation can say that. What do you mean? Stop it! It's a fact, bro. You always want to go over feelings. It's a fact.
All right. Well, let me ask you this, coach.
LeBron played all 5 positions and average over 25 points in every position.
That's great. Great.
Steph can't do that.
Great. That's great. That is great. That he can do
coach,
that.
Now,
yes,
coach,
sir.
Who were the other 2 that changed the game?
Allen Iverson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Bill Russell. No, Bill Russell, Allen Iverson, and Shaquille O'Neal and Steph Curry literally changed the game. Those 4 are the only ones that rules would change. Some form of effect on the game was changed specifically because of them. Jordan didn't do it. Kobe didn't do it. LeBron James didn't do it. No one else changed the game of basketball than those 4.
Coach, I'm gonna need you to.
I got one that changed the game. Besides those 4,
you were thinking too.
Huh?
Who was that?
The same one you were thinking too, John. But Coach, I'm gonna need you to pull over to a hotel parking lot and cut the car off, throw keys in the floor, because you drunk driving right now. I don't want to catch a DUI on 4th.
Nah, bro. Ain't no driving drunk. I'm all the way lucid. Well,
You having lucid
who
dreams.
else? Who else on that list, John?
Okay. Wait a minute. Now, Coach, what I want you to do before I name my person is tell me. Now, I've already heard about Steph Curry, and I can agree with you on that. But the other three, tell me how they changed the game.
Okay. Allen Iverson, you have rule changes implemented into the game because his crossover was so nasty. The ball now is a direct change because Allen Iverson was so dominant.
Repeat that, Coach, because you went blank.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Man, your signal wavered, and I missed all of what you were saying. Yeah, it did it again. Are you moved? You said
I don't know if I'm cutting out. Yeah, I'm moving.
Okay, just keep talking. Just keep talking. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. No, you sounding good right now.
All right. So with AI, he literally, because how dominant he was with the crossover, and they literally changed the rules in the game of dribbling the ball is a direct change because of how nasty AI was. With Shaq, again, the rules of the game literally changed because of how dominant Shaq was. Shaq, as we all know, Shaq was so dominant that what teams had to do was create the Hack-a-Shaq rule, basically, to try and to slow him down or stop him or whatever. And because of that, most of your defensive fouls that are in the game right now are implemented because of Shaq. And I believe it's Wilt, but I could be wrong. It's either Wilt or Bill. The actual dunking of the basketball, like they had to add a rule in that because no one else could dunk the ball. Like he literally, I think it's Wilt. Actually, not Bill. Will. Changed because of the way he was dunking the ball. No one else could dunk the ball. So they changed the rules. Those four, and you said there was one more that I'm missing. I don't know who that is, because I don't know. But those four for sure are your Mount Rushmore, your GOATs, because they fundamentally changed the game of basketball. And you cannot dispute that. Like, these are facts.
This guy is drunk.
Ain't no drunk, bro. It's a fact. What do you mean?
Okay, hey,
that's what I don't understand.
Go ahead, John.
Now, Winston, tell me your person that you would add.
LeBron.
Bro, LeBron literally brought about positionless basketball.
Man, no, he did. Oh my God.
Who did it?
Oh my goodness, the Golden State Warriors did it, bro.
Happy, bro. The Golden State Warriors,
bro. Before Steph Curry's ascension, John just said it. John just literally just said it. Before Golden State's ascension, the center had a place on the court. What Golden State did showed that you do not need a center. They truly created positionless basketball.
That's cap.
Oh my God, bro.
All right, so watch this.
Oh my God, bro.
Who was the center for Miami when LeBron was in Miami?
I don't remember. I'm not a LeBron fan, so I didn't follow Miami.
Oh well, I tell you.
So, I really don't remember. I think it was Chris Bosh, I believe.
Now, is Chris Bosh a center or a power forward?
I don't know.
He's a power forward.
But bro, that's dumb. That if you using that as a litmus test, that's false because hold on because old boy from San Antonio was a power forward that played center. So what are we talking about?
Who you talking about, Tim?
Yes, Tim was a power forward that played center. He was not a center. He was a power forward. That has always happened in the game of basketball. Bro. Power forwards sometimes play center, bro. That has always been a thing.
Now,
in
coach,
the
no, now.
You
Oh,
lying.
okay. You win.
You capping.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hey, now, when David Robinson left, Tim Duncan started playing center.
Yeah,
Right. But he is a power forward. Just like Wallace. Ben Wallace was a power forward who plays center. Like you can go back and name
Wait a minute.
multiple power forwards
See,
that
hey,
play
you know
center.
what? You know what? I knew we were gonna draw Ron in here. I knew we were gonna get Ron in here.
Ben Wallace never played no power forward.
No, Ben Wallace. Now he was power forward size.
Yeah,
Hey, it's just like what the Hawks are doing right now with Double O. They got Double O listed and playing center at 6'8", which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. But they got that man playing center and got the man that they drafted, Ricochet, got him playing power forward, got JJ playing power forward. Yeah, you had, matter of fact, Bam down there in Miami. He's playing center. He's not playing power forward. They got him playing center.
But go back to your question, Winston. It was Chris Anderson.
No, Birdman was back up. I remember that.
Birdman, they took turns. It was Chris Bosh and Birdman.
Hear me out. Birdman wasn't there when Bron first got there. Birdman came the last 2 seasons. Chris Bosh came in with LeBron. When Chris Bosh came in, they had him running at the 5 because he could spot up and shoot and spread the floor. That's why they had him at the 5. He is a power forward, but they had him playing the 5 because it opened the drive lane for Wade and Bron. That's where actual positionless basketball came from. Now, what Golden State did, they took that same model, had the pieces just shooting around, and they just took and moved Draymond from power forward to his center, and they def line up. But positionless basketball started around in Miami. Because Golden State center was, who was it? Andrew Bogut? Was it Andrew Bogut? Yeah, it was Bogut.
They had so many over.
It was Bogut. Bogut got hurt, and then that's when they drafted Kevon Looney.
Now, I had to type a message right quick. Now, the player that I was thinking about, y'all will never get, because see, Coach doesn't know. Ron, I know Ron know, but I'm gonna have to call his name to for him to pique his memory. And Winston, I know you know, but I'm gonna say that other person who changed the game was Daryl Dawkins.
Yes, sir.
Chocolate Thunder.
Yes, sir. And what did he do?
He break backboards.
and that's my point. He was the reason why you have breakaway rims now.
Well, I don't know, because Shaq really spurted. They started working towards it with Dawkins, but Shaq was putting down rims when he first got to Orlando and stuff.
But breakaway rims were here before Shaq got here.
No, Shaq was shattering on backboard in Orlando.
Back in what year?
That was what? Shaq got drafted in what? Like
92?
92?
The breakaway rims had come before Shaq got here. Breakaway rims had come before Shaq got here. Shaq was shattering breakaway rims. Okay.
Shaq was a good boy, man.
Yeah, he was shattering breakaway rim. But Daryl Dawkins was doing this back in the NBA with the 76ers. And I think he was doing it in high school. And did he come straight from high school into the league?
I don't know. I thought he went to college. I don't know.
I did too. But yeah, Darryl Dawkins changed the game because, well, I would say he truly changed the game because he changed game equipment. He changed game. Huh? What was that? What was that one?
Oh no, he went straight from high school. He was the first player.
Yeah. He was the first one.
He was the first player. They said he bypassed college and entered the NBA draft directly after high school. He was the first player to do so. So he had offers from Kentucky, Florida, and Kansas, but went to the draft to get money.
So he was a pioneer in getting into the NBA straight from high school, as well as a pioneer for changing the equipment of the game.
Okay, so that's you why can put him on that list. Okay, he deserves to go up there.
So I put him on the list. Okay, right. Now, and see, that's the conversation. See, these GOAT conversations, I don't engage in them because of the fact you name 4 GOATs. You name
right. That's why I don't say GOAT. That's why I say the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, and even Mount Rushmore's for me, man. There are so many people that contributed to this game. Now there's some that stand above the rest.
But only 5, as you just said, only 5 have changed the game.
Yeah,
Mount Rushmore was never about the best. It was, the most influential.
I couldn't put Darryl Dawkins on the Mount Rushmore, but I can say that he changed the game. I that's the best I can give him. And see,
look what Red said. There are no NBA GOATs. Stop it. Let me. He's just mad. Ain't nobody looking at Kobe as a GOAT.
Let me. I could understand why people do that though.
Let me ask.
Like there was no one. No one in Kobe's. Hold on, real quick, Ron. No one in Kobe's era. You cannot say no one owned Kobe in his era. His era was his era alone. You cannot. No, so how many rings did he win in Kobe era? How many rings did he win?
Hey, Ron.
LeBron was 16-4 against Kobe.
How many rings did he win?
And LeBron got 4 rings in Kobe era.
How many rings did he win in his era?
Oh, correct. He got 3. He got 3 rings in Kobe era.
He got
3. He got 2 in Miami and 1 in Cleveland. Kobe retired in 2019, and LeBron won the 2020 ring.
They always say it's just. They always say it's just one GOAT.
Y'all try to minimize a player's career to fit something. No, Kobe played 20 years.
Let me ask y'all a question. For every decade, can it be a GOAT?
Sure.
So why don't they say that?
But I mean, even if you put it that way, Ron, it still wouldn't be LeBron. It would be Kobe, and then immediately after Kobe, it would be Steph Curry.
Well, what I'm saying, wait a minute. What I'm saying, if we talking about basketball, NBA, every decade it was a GOAT, and they don't acknowledge that. You see what I'm saying? They don't like, to me, a GOAT, Dr. J. They don't acknowledge. If it wasn't for Dr. J, we would not have the CBA and the NBA together.
You got that right.
So that's how I look at the NBA. Every decade in the past 60 years, it got to be a GOAT. It just cannot just be one GOAT. To me, in my opinion.
I don't know, brother. LeBron is the GOAT. I see typing way down there, but LeBron is the GOAT.
I don't know about the GOAT, but he's one of them.
I put it to you like this. Hey, Red. What it? Hey, Red.
Red might have just posted up.
Oh, he just put a picture of it.
Yeah, you just put his picture up.
Looking like a
yeah.
D.
Warning y'all that he coming.
But everybody don't remember Bill Russell.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
well,
Ray,
hold up. Look, I got to stop and see now. Okay, Ron, you brought up something. And Three Dirty just brought up something. Now, GOAT means greatest of all time.
But
See, when you say greatest of all time, you can't have a goat here and another goat eating grass over here, and you can't have another goat eating grass over there in eras. You're saying greatest of all time.
John, hear me out.
I'm saying, John, it
Every
can't be
era.
the greatest of all time.
Every era got
one
a goat. Every era got a GOAT. To me, in my opinion,
and
you got Bill Russell.
The fact that LeBron fans try to convince folks that he's the GOAT, let you know that he ain't really the GOAT.
You got Bill Russell. You got, I mean, so
I ain't
many.
watch nothing. Dude, the more you try to convince folks, the more I know he ain't the GOAT.
Exactly.
I mean, all I'm just saying, John. In my opinion, you got every decade.
My bad, Ron. I ain't mean to cut y'all.
Yeah, dude. Every decade in the NBA, since the NBA been around, have a GOAT. Yeah. Right. Bill Russell got how many rings? Every year.
LeBron ain't even go to his own era. Like Coach say, it's the Steph and LeBron era.
You crazy.
But what I'm saying
LeBron got a final MVP for every final that he won. Steph has one. Stop it. Y'all don't know how to ask him. How you saying? He has one final MVP. Final MVP is the most valuable.
Hey, Coach, listen to him trying to.
I know. I know, bro.
He's trying to go. He's going to church trying to convince us.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I know it's funny.
Oh, I just saying. I think every decade.
If LeBron really the GOAT, his numbers and career should speak for themselves. You ain't got to convince folks and post all this stuff and go crazy every time somebody say he the GOAT. It should be able to speak for himself. But obviously,
somebody got the most points in NBA history.
Dude, we know all that, and you still trying to convince us. That let us know he ain't the GOAT.
Nah, well, y'all sit there say some crazy shit. Talk about some.
Nah, we can say as much crazy. We can say as much crazy shit as you want to. You can talk about Kobe all night long. I wouldn't even try to take up for him. I don't have to because his career speaks for itself, dog. Go ahead, talk about Kobe. Talk about Kobe. Talk about Kobe and see how much I try to change your mind. I mean, you can say whatever you want to about Kobe. Go ahead. I'm gonna sit here and listen to you because you can't say nothing that's gonna affect his career.
And see now, and see this is the thing. This is the thing. See, to Red's point, there have been so many good players. You could say great players that have come down the line.
You had 75 of
them. John? Yeah, but see, this is the thing. They have a list of the 75 greatest players in NBA history.
Right.
Okay. It was 50.
Right.
All right. And even at 50, they left some out that should have been there.
Right.
Now, you could make a case to say that, okay, if you, all right, you could do it decade by decade, like you say, Ron, but they would be listed as players of the decade.
Right.
But not greatest of all time.
But I look at it the greatest of that decade.
Yeah.
Like Bill Russell. He was good in his decade.
Yeah. If you're gonna break it down to time, because see, hey Ron, let me tell you this. Now, I'm holding myself back because everybody keeps using this word era. And eras overlap.
Right.
Eras overlap. So that's why I'm saying decade, because it's a time period. It's a fixed time period.
Like I'm sure you remember watching Bill Russell, right, John?
Yeah.
Okay. So, other than Bill Russell, who else were on the court with Bill Russell?
Kuzi.
You mean great players?
Great players.
Not many.
So
yeah, because I don't think you had but 12 teams back then.
Right. So you see what I mean? That his decade.
Right.
In my opinion,
that era. He was the greatest
of that era. Like Michael Jordan was greatest in his era.
Right. I'm gonna go with you. I'm with you, Ron.
That's what I said. People don't say that shit. They just say, "Oh, these the GOATs." No, you gotta put facts on the shit, or they decade when they played. That's how I look at basketball. We cannot just have 5 GOATs. No, Bill Russell got what? How many championships?
11.
Yeah, he had 11.
Yeah, don't nobody say.
As a player and a coach,
he had 11. He got 11. 11.
And see, that's and if you're measuring by championships, you know, I go with Bill Russell. If I was going to name a GOAT or greatest of all time, if I was going to do that, but I don't. And I'm welcoming in.
Can't go on championships because he don't even have the most.
Who that?
I said LeBron fans can't go on championships because he only got 4. He don't even have as many as Kobe or Jordan.
Bro, you cannot use the ring argument.
Oh, but here we go.
All I just said.
LeBron fans can't use the ring argument.
Hold on. All right, if we're going off a ring argument, you had to go with Bill Russell.
Ain't that what we just said?
Right.
So then, Jordan, Kobe, Steph, LeBron, none of them can be in the argument.
Time out. How in the world could Kobe be the top and he ain't got but 5? Steph Curry got but 4.
I just said they can't be in the argument.
Well, nobody never put him in there. But you,
bro,
I've never in my life said Kobe Bryant was the greatest player of all time. Never.
Right? Are you shitting me?
See,
when have I ever said Kobe?
He don't.
You can't.
I say Kobe. My GOAT. He's my
GOAT. He do. He is exactly right. He never says that.
That messed up, Keely.
He done said it over here before.
And see, Keely telling it because see that was a point that was made up about rings to back up. Winston's point.
Let me answer this, John.
Robert Horry got
Big Shot Bob.
Team.
Big Shot Bob. One shot. Bam.
Man on his team.
John
Havlicek. Now see, Robert Horry. Do we separate journeymen from star players, John?
Say what now?
Robert Horry wasn't a star player. He was.
No, he wasn't.
A role player.
No, he wasn't. He was a role player. Right. But I mean, if you're going to attribute greatness to rings, Robert Horry messes the matrix up.
But was he the man on his team, John?
Let's say this. Can you compare the ring? Can you compare the rings that the star players won and not the role players? Like all the star players, can you compare their rings?
Well, I mean, you guys can set the criteria either any way that you guys want to. I mean,
you can't put Robert Horry up there with Kobe or Jordan or LeBron or Steph. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on 1 second. Hey, Amy, cut your mic on. I see your lips moving, but I don't hear nothing.
I was talking to my partner. He was dropping him off to the crib.
Okay.
What y'all talking about, man? What y'all talking about? Baseball, basketball, football?
Basketball.
But all I just saying, Bill Russell got 10 rings or 11 rings.
Right.
In his decade. When we talk about GOAT, they don't put decades on there.
No, GOAT. The GOAT is greatest of all time.
John, everybody don't play with each other. They all came different eras, different time. They all came in different.
Oh, I understand that. But see, the thing is about a GOAT, a greatest of all time, is the fact that what they did during the time that they were playing transcends what anybody else did during the time they were playing.
Right.
See, that's why that GOAT conversation is like I say, well, I don't get in.
Hey, John, you said something so important. You said something so important right there that a lot of people miss. That transcends what they did that no one else did. And ain't nothing LeBron did transcend anything. That's my point. Like, he's a great player, but he has not transcended Jordan. He has not transcended Kobe. Like, he just hasn't done it.
It's drunk. It sounds good, don't it? It sounds good.
It's literal facts.
Say something doesn't mean that's true though.
Now, and I see Tidy has chimed in and see. Okay, now y'all read what Tidy got. He said, on the court accolades / success and impact on and off the court equal GOAT. People buy the same Jordans 10 different times, not so much because they're that fashionable, but because Jordan made them fashionable.
Right. And currently right now, who is the most influential player in basketball?
Hey, Keely.
I know who it ain't.
That's exactly what I said about John Havlicek, man. That's exactly what I just said about John Havlicek.
See, I kind of disagree about what is the influence on basketball coming from? Is it his play, and his play is drawing influence and drawing people to him, or is it his demeanor, personality, quote unquote swag?
I think all of that. I think all of that goes into.
You gotta say all that, John, because
all of it.
When I started watching Michael Jordan, he had all that.
Okay, and now his play.
He played off the court, everything. They call Michael Jordan Black Jesus.
Well, I know Larry Bird did, and Larry Bird called him that. What wasn't that Larry Bird called him that?
Yeah,
Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Back in the 80s.
And see, that's the thing, John. The stuff I heard folks saying about Jordan, I ain't never heard nobody say these things about LeBron.
That's why I say every decade it should have one GOAT.
But I've heard folks say the thing about Steph Curry. Cause man,
he the greatest shooter. That's about it.
Like, dude,
that's it. That's it.
Well, okay, now I'll grant you. I'll grant you that they say that, but I know Bird said it because of what Jordan did on the court.
Right. Bird, Magic, David Robinson, all them.
Let me ask you this, John. When Steph Curry went down in that Warriors Minnesota series, how beatable were the Warriors then?
Man, look, it was just like a dog rolled over and showed all the.
Right. The Warriors.
I mean, the Warriors were done. The Warriors were done.
And they were trying to get to a game 6 to get them back. And Jimmy Butler and Draymond could not get to game 6 without Steph Curry. Now that's a great player right there.
And see something else about that too. See, Steph Curry, I'm going to say this. Steph Curry, and this is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Steph Curry can't get back to another finals without Batman can't get back unless they got Robin. He got to have Robin.
Okay, John.
He got to have Robin
on that team.
They ain't nobody.
Jimmy.
They ain't nobody.
Wait a minute. Who is Robin on the Warriors right now?
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be Jimmy. It's supposed to be Jimmy,
right?
Yeah.
Man, Jimmy. Man, look.
Wait a minute. this is what they say. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
Jimmy
Well,
Butler.
you right, Ron. You right.
Yeah, you right, Ron.
But they
But-
call Jimmy Butler playoff Jimmy.
Right.
When he was with Miami.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad he left us. We got
But
tired
what
of him.
I'm saying, if they don't got no Robin on the team, he will not be going back no time soon.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because see, Klay Thompson with Steph Curry, man, look, you had to chase Steph Curry around, and Steph Curry will embarrass you. And Klay Thompson, man, now I'm gonna say this. I like Klay Thompson's stroke shooting better than Steph Curry.
Yeah, Klay Thompson has
So
he has
that
the
thing was
purest
just
shot. The only person that has a better form than Klay Thompson is Peja Stojakovic. But yes, Klay Thompson's form is the purest I've ever seen outside of Stojakovic.
Yeah, he's the best pure shooter I've ever seen.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, man.
Okay. So since you taking that, John, do you think the Warriors will go to the finals this year coming up?
Nope.
Now,
okay,
I think that time for the finals is done unless they get somebody that and this is just like I said, just my opinion. You know, my opinion ain't worth 2 cents. You know, but this is just what I'm thinking because I'm looking at what you lost. It really after that Achilles injury, Klay Thompson had not been the same.
So
just like after Kobe's Achilles injury, I tried to tell folks he was not.
Will you say they the team that ran this era?
You have to.
I would say they definitely, because everybody else was trying to get like them, including the Hawks.
Right. So
everybody was trying to get like them.
So okay, that one team that will you say for a decade, the Warriors, that little time they ran that era.
The organization,
yeah.
I give them as the best organization for the 2010. Yeah.
Okay, so I got to give them the best team.
Okay,
of course you do.
On the floor, best team on the floor.
You can't say the best team because the team change every year. When they have the best team, they lost.
Well,
you can't say the best team. They have the best organization of the
okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Winston.
Yeah,
and when I say team,
and they lost. You remember?
That's
okay. When I say team,
that's cap.
Okay. When I say team,
how's the cap? Once y'all up 3-1, didn't y'all lose?
Yeah.
Don't y'all got the best
record in NBA history? But what this is what I be talking about. Yeah.
Now you trying to embarrass something. Now I said they had the best. They had the best team, and they lost. Teams change every year. Organizationally wise, they had the best organization in the 2010.
Well, okay. According to you,
I'm giving y'all your praise, but you can't sit there and say that. You know, you can't sit there and say that.
Well, according to you, LeBron,
the reason
you Winston, LeBron was the best player, and he lost a few times. So how you explain that?
That's true. We said organization.
I said the whole team, man.
Well, see, now I'm saying team. Now let me explain what I mean by team.
Like y'all said, just like you just said there said, right? They were calling Jordan Black Jesus and all that shit back in the 80s.
I didn't say Black Jesus.
I did.
That was wrong. That was wrong.
He win in the 80s. He didn't win nothing in the 80s.
He did not win in the 80s, but
he won in the 90s when the players in the 80s got older.
Right.
Okay.
And they ran the 90s. Okay. You got to get to the Bulls. The Bulls ran
the 90s.
So organization of the 90s.
It go back to what I just said. A decade. a decade.
Yeah. When you break it down, that's right. When you break it down into decades, you have the team of the decade or the player of the decade or whatever.
Or the
and
decade.
Just like the Lakers ran the 80s and the 2000s.
Right, that decade.
Exactly.
So
the best organization.
Magic ran one decade and King Kobe ran the other.
Right. So when we talk about GOATs, they need to put their decade. They don't say their decade.
Bill Russell ran the 60s.
Nah, the Spurs were the best organization in the 2000s.
But what I'm saying,
Spurs won 4 of them things in the 2000s.
But what I'm saying, when we talk about GOAT,
2001, 2002,
right? They need to put their decade. They don't say their decade. They just say GOAT.
And see that's what I'm saying. See, and I got to say it again. Greatest of all time.
The Spurs got 4 rings in the 2000s. 03.
How many the Lakers tied with them?
They got 3. They got 3.
We had 2000, 2001, 2002, 2009, 2010.
No,
and we lost in 2004, 2008. So in total, John, we made 6 finals and won and lost 2 of them. We made 6 finals in that decade.
Okay, so you tied with San Antonio in the decade.
No, San Antonio had 3 rings in that decade.
Oh, okay.
We got 2000.
We had 4. I told you. We had 2003, Pete, 2000, 2001, 2002, and then 09 and 10. So that's
5, ain't it?
No, 10.
Well,
10
that's if you count 2010.
10 goes with 2010.
2000. Oh, okay.
All right, here you go again, John.
No. Well, you can't.
Lakers won
you count
2000, 2001.
Yeah, you do count 10.
Okay, so that's we
10 don't count. 10 go with 2010
in 2000, and then we won. We lost in 2004.
We go from
2008,
2000 to 2009.
In 2010.
You don't count 10.
Yeah, you don't count 10. 10 is a new decade.
You don't count 10.
All right,
if you go on that decade,
okay. All right.
Then you have 2010.
We might be tied with the Spurs, but I don't think they.
No, y'all got more. Y'all got more rings than the Spurs in the 2000s. Y'all got 4.
Okay.
Y'all got 4, and Spurs got 3.
Because remember the Spurs never went back to back. That was their Achilles heel. They couldn't go back to back.
So that's the fallacy.
When we gonna get these Hawks up in here, John? When we gonna get a decade to ourselves?
Shit, I might be on the cusp of bullshit.
All right.
Well, I'm just trying to get. We didn't need to get 1 ring first, but we started talking about owning the.
See that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And see the problem that I'm running into with the Hawks, and that we've been running into with the Hawks, and you know, there's a channel, We Talk Hawks, and I'm always on fussing about the Hawks.
Yeah.
Look at this signal, like y'all hit.
Yeah. Coach, hurry up and turn.
Bro, you listening too hard, bro.
No, man, it's just like the car, man. Coach.
You listen too hard, bro.
No, Coach. That thing, clock.
But it just sound like them Budweiser class there coming down the road.
But see, thing with us, and you know, I got to go back to 2021.
Lord goodness.
The Eastern Conference Finals appearance. Now,
who was on that team? Yeah, ISO Jogan.
No.
That
2021.
was Trae
No.
Young. That was
That
Trae
was
Young.
2021.
That was Trae
Yeah,
Young.
yeah,
Great.
2021. I'm talking about 2021.
2001. My bad. My bad.
No.
fellas,
Yeah,
my bad.
you going
No.
too far back, please.
Yeah, man. I was thinking about the 20s again. I was sitting thinking about what the hell you were saying. Go ahead, John.
So there was a decision to be made as to the direction of the team in right after 2021 because we stumbled into the Eastern Conference Final. We were not ready. We weren't expecting it. Next thing you know, we up in there.
Still won 2 games.
Yeah.
Trae Young, Lou Williams, John Collins, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Clint Capella.
And we had
Kevin Huerter and Hunter,
Donato
Gallinari,
Solomon Hill,
and see,
Darren Relish,
that dude that broke LeBron ankle.
Bruno Fernando.
Yeah, and see, it was a bunch of it was a bunch of misfit puzzle pieces that just happened to come together.
Right.
Because
almost won the championship.
Yeah, and almost stumbled into a championship.
Right.
Now.
Right.
So at the end of that season,
we would have beat that Phoenix team. I know we would have beat.
Yeah, we would, man. Look.
Y'all would have got one.
Yeah, it would have been a good game. It would have been a good series.
That thing would have won at least 7 games.
Yeah,
I
would
have got him out there.
Hey, listen, we were hot that year, man. We were hot.
Yeah, I think y'all would have got Phoenix out in 6.
Right, in 6.
Yeah, and see,
I see Phoenix winning like 1 on the road and 1 at home, or they would have won 2 at home.
Right, because Chris Paul couldn't check no Trae Young. Booker with his choking ass. Shoot, that team was full of chokers, man.
Yeah, John, go ahead.
No. Yeah, look, I'm listening to y'all because y'all helping me remember when I get started to talking.
Oh yeah, I remember that year, John, because that was the year the Braves, same year the Braves won, and we was finna have 2 Atlanta teams win if it weren't for that referee who ankled Trae Young stepped on.
But if you look at it, how they building the team now.
I know that first time I'm thinking about that 2021 team.
Right, it looked just like that 2000, don't it?
And we need Dyson to come back with that defense, baby.
Oh yeah, you right, Tyler. You right. Georgia won that year too.
Wait a minute, I don't see. Oh man, I'm missing.
Georgia won that year, 2021.
I was trying to.
That the first year we finally got over the hump and beat Bama.
Man, people been commenting. I'm sorry, y'all, in the comments. I'm gonna go back all the way. Wait a minute. Now, Keely, am I gonna have to say pause? Because I said that.
Keely, get up in here. You been
am I gonna have to say pause? Because see, that's what I have to do all the doggone time on We Talk Hawks. I made that same comment on We Talk Hawks. I like
John, John, you're a grown man. Don't make nobody pause you, bro.
That's what I meant.
If they think that way, fuck them. I wouldn't dare say pause.
That man. Antonio just chiming in with it. Look, Keith. See, I was missing all these comments getting involved on this situation. But
you know what has been a good pickup for y'all? And I think he might get bought out. The pickup that will put y'all over the top would be Drew Holiday.
Well,
somebody already got him.
He went to the I think he might get bought out. I'm about to look into it.
Did he get bought out? Or did he buy himself out?
Come on, Lakers. Go get him. Go get him, Lakers. Lakers, bring. Yeah, we know Keelan Kobe got 5. Appreciate that. Yep.
He went to the Blazers.
When you know,
he went to the Blazers, but I think he's trying to get bought out because he don't want to be there.
Fans just bring comments out their butt when they really debate.
Yes, they do, bro. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
To set them straight.
Look at this.
Who? Oh, you talking about? You talking about? Who you talking about?
They said Drew Holiday contract is one of the worst contracts in the league.
Cause Boston overpaid him.
Well, no, they didn't overpay him for what he.
Oh, they did. Oh, it's worse as far as he's concerned. Oh, okay. I thought he was one of those that
because he's over with the Blazers, and the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Like y'all know,
the
Blazers is nowhere near ready to contend at all. At all. They literally got to build from the ground up. So you don't need a Drew Holiday that's gonna need X amount of time on the court. You know what he's gonna sit there and bring, but like you don't need him in the facility because y'all not there. Drew Holiday at this point in his career, like you have to have an intention for a player like that. It's not like NBA Street and you just picking up talent. Like no, you need an intention for a player like that. He's 35. Like buy him out, or trade him.
Okay.
Buy him out and trade him out, and you know what I'm saying, and keep it pushing because you don't need a Drew Holiday. Like y'all finna bury that man in his career because Boston said in I can't even say Boston did dumb shit. It's not dumb shit because they was in the luxury tax, but they had if Tatum hadn't went down. If Tatum hadn't went down, it would have made sense to keep Tatum. Brown and Porzingis. But with Tatum down, Boston, y'all ain't got a shot in hell to goddamn get back to the final. Not next year anyway. Not next year. So there's no purpose you sitting there paying all that money. That's why they're breaking down the team now. They're breaking down the team to try to get under the cap and have moves for the future when Tatum comes back.
Or get under that luxury tax.
Because they paid the luxury tax like the past 2 years.
Yeah, that's why the Lakers got to hurry get this 18th ring so we can tie Boston and then eventually pass them.
Exactly.
Now,
so like a team like LA, a team like Atlanta, Drew Holiday would be great there. For one, Trae Young. His deep, he can get steals, but like his own ball defense is different. Like it ain't there. But if you got
because Trae Young is still 6'1", 160.
How you about the same size as Steph Curry? They've got the same defensive liability. They can shoot gaps. That's great.
But see, Steph 20 pounds heavier than Steph is 20 pounds heavier than Trae Young.
Yeah. Steph Curry is not stopping nobody one-on-one, point blank period. Because he's too small. Well,
now one thing about Steph Curry, he can take punishment better than Trae Young does. Because Trae Young drive to the basket. He disappeared in the crowd 3 rows up into the damn crowd because somebody knocked the snot out of him. Man, come on, man. Just be beating that joker like a pinata.
But John, they did the same thing to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan got in the weight room.
You ain't gonna get.
Hey, coach.
Hold on. Time out. Coach on here twice.
Hey, I know.
Oh, there you go.
I know. Coach signal went out probably on one.
Yeah,
but go ahead, Red. What were you saying?
I said don't let Tony Brothers be the ref when Trae get knocked around.
Man, that doggone Tony Brothers, man. Oh man, but see, I'm gonna tell you something else too. Everybody keeps trying to tell me that it didn't happen. But Lloyd Pierce, his own coach, was talking about the during the time that Trae Young was there, was talking about the fact that Trae Young was getting cheap calls because he was drawing fouls by the way that he was playing. Now, my thing is, That's part of your toolbox. That's part of your weaponry. Fake the man up, or either dribble fast and then slow down, let the man run up your back, foul you. Yeah, hey, send me to the free throw line. But man, I just don't know.
But John, mostly every point guard do that in the NBA.
But that's what I thought. But they don't give Trae Young that call, Ron. They don't give him that call.
Because you told me this a long time ago, and Winston told me this too. You got to win to get those calls.
Yeah.
You got to play aggressive. The refs
you got to play aggressive, and you got to win in the NBA. If you winning, you will get those calls.
Yeah,
but see,
I learned. You're right, Ron. I learned that back when the Lakers were playing in the final. Look, remember that series, the Lakers versus the Kings.
Yeah,
they claimed we were cheating. No, refs gonna give us a call, but we were playing the hardest.
Red. That ref went to jail. And it is well documented.
Oh, was that Tim Conahue? Was that Tim Conahue?
That was it was well documented that game was cheated, bro.
But if you look at the Pacers this year, they were getting those calls too. Look at the Pacers, how they were playing.
Well, now I'm just gonna tell you like this, because see, now I want to go back to my other point about the Hawks, but I'm gonna tell y'all like this here. When the play-in started, not the playoffs, not the final, but when the play-in started, man, they were letting jokers just assault each other out there, man. I thought they were gonna have the damn state patrol call the game.
But once again,
because see, these jokers were killing each other out there. Joker throwing forearm, holding and stuff. Because I always complain about Boston. When you play Boston, what does Brown do all the time? Dribble, go in your chest, bump you off, and then take his shot. Now that's something that Larry Bird always used to do. But man, I mean, it was just ridiculous.
But John, the Pacers did the same thing.
Who?
The Pacers.
I mean, everybody. Cause see, the thing was, after the play-in and the playoffs started, and they were seeing that people were, well, I can get away with that. It just went on and on and on. I mean, and then in the finals, to your point, Ron, in the final between Oklahoma City and the Pacers, man, them jokers were beating each other to death. What? Both teams. I said, good grief. Now, how y'all gonna tone this back down for regular season next year? That's the first question I got. How y'all gonna tone this back down for the regular season next year?
They can't. Everybody wanted them to play ball, and that's what they did.
But
they play ball.
Look, I just Googled it, right?
What?
I just Googled who took the most foul shots last season. Number one on the list, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, how do Giannis play?
Yeah, man, he tried to run you. He just like well, y'all don't remember that the old Spider-Man cartoons in '66 with the rhino. He just got his head down, just run right through you.
Well, all right, now. Everybody else, a lot of people say that SGA is a
foul beta. Yeah.
All right. Let's see how now they say Giannis took 707 free throws.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how many
SGA took. And they beat him to death in man, they beat SGA. Yeah.
Well, John, at the end of the day, he what?
He MVP. Man, he got a ring.
So you got to go through some bullshit to get to what you want, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And see, and I'm gonna tell you, if man, I hated that Halliburton got hurt because see, man, that was setting up to be a classic.
No, John, I said it a while back. He He said the New York Knicks choked. He did the Reggie Miller.
Mm-hmm.
He came back on them. You cannot pick on the New York Knicks and think you're going to have a good season. I hate to be that dude, but that's what he did. Karma is a bitch.
SGA took 669 free throws last year. He made 601 of them though.
Okay, and Giannis took how many?
Well over 700.
Yeah. Well, that go to y'all point. You know, you got to be aggressive and drive in, and you know, and let them call the shot. But see, this is the thing. And talking about Trae Young. Okay, Trae Young drawing the foul.
Mm-hmm.
At 6'1", 160, and you going in amongst the trees. You're going against a Jokic. You're going against a Giannis. You're going against a Portis. You're going against all these other folks. Man, how at 6'1", 160, you getting the runny yellow doo-doo beat out of you every time you drive to the basket. How long you think your little weak, frail body is going to be able to take that without putting some weight on? Because see, wasn't that what Michael Jordan did? Because when Michael Jordan when Michael Jordan first came into the league, he was just doing all kind of stuff. But then when it started come time for him when he started advancing into the playoffs, started advancing into the finals, Boston and Detroit. And you know what Detroit was doing to him.
Michael Jordan got in that weight room. And I just said Clay need to get in that weight room. That's the only way he to get to the finals.
He's not able to carry that weight. Steph tried the same shit. Y'all remember when Steph tried to go up to 205? He couldn't play. He couldn't play. He couldn't carry.
Yes, he did.
What are
you talking about?
That's cap.
My goodness. Okay, bro.
Got down 205 and got down. Hold on. Matter of fact, Google's free.
Yeah.
But see, I'm just saying, look, 160. See, look, man, look. Trae Young on the sideline. I don't know if you guys have watched the Hawks game, but they take so much stuff off of Trae's shoulder, off of his knees, off of his ankles. It's just like Iron Man. It's just like Tony Stark mashing that button and that doggone nanotech just coming off of. Oh, no. The first Avengers movie where when he met Loki in the Avengers Tower, he stepped out and this great big old circle came around and stuff was coming off of him. That's the way Trae Young looked when he come off the bench after resting, because he is too small to be taking that kind of punishment, that kind of beat. Driving in, you know, they
Loki, the worst MCU villain ever.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, Loki holding the MCU together, but that's a whole nother story.
Is it?
Yeah. All right.
Is that series still on? Is Loki still on?
No, Loki is
no. Well, we're gonna have 2 big movies to finish it all. Ain't nothing else worth seeing. Just Doomsday and Secret Wars. That's it.
Y'all ever read the comic?
Oh yeah, I read the comic, man. Look, don't get me started about the comics, Winston.
All right, so
he's holding up the world tree.
Yeah, so in the comic, Loki became the god of story, right? So the whole thing about the Loki series was to build him up to being the god of story, because the timelines and stuff was unraveling. So he's literally sitting on a throne holding all the timelines together to let the world and the universe continue along living this up.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Didn't Thanos kill him in the movie?
But he brought him back.
But he didn't come back. Or did he?
When did Loki die?
Kevin Durant trade will be at 17.
Cause see, I thought
John, it's a different dimension. So it's a different timeline that he's living in now. So what happened was
okay.
the timeline splintered due to it all goes into junction. In Spider-Man, the timeline splintered, like what they did to Spider-Man, made the
and
timeline
Doctor
splinter.
Strange.
Right. And then on the flip side, because of all the splintering, and then Kang the Conqueror, Loki had sacrificed himself to hold all the timelines together, and in doing so creates the World Tree, Yggdrasil, which is then how Thor and all of them get around, and with the Bifrost and all that. He is creating Yggdrasil right now, which is the World Tree.
Okay.
And like all the little parallel universes and all the stuff, he's holding it all together. Everybody else, like from their stories and stuff, continues along the path that it's supposed to go because Loki is holding everything together.
Now, what year did that particular comic come out that explained all of this?
This shit maybe back in the 80s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about the comic, but I know it explains it in the actual show.
Yeah,
which is why in the Marvels, because the X-Men and the Marvels don't actually exist in the same universe, same parallel, but they're blending now, as you've seen in the Marvels. At the end of it, the chick, she ends up meeting Beast, and that's how Doom is going to be in here with the X-Men and all that, because what Strange and Spider-Man did blended the timeline. So now it's all jacked up, basically.
Like
who that?
There's somebody radio. Technically there's 4 different Spider-Men. Because you got Garfield. Well,
there's umpteen. There's umpteen. There's unlimited of them.
The new boy, and they haven't even introduced Miles Morales. They haven't introduced Miles yet, but it's coming. Miles is coming. That's why they're doing the little comedy jump across the Spider-Verse or whatever. He's coming, but all of those are different universes, right? All of them got their own path and stuff. They're not supposed to intersect. These universes are not supposed to interact with other people from other universes, right? Loki is holding everything together. Otherwise, all the universes will get deleted. Right. That what King the Conqueror was trying to do. Like he was sitting there, he was what was it, the man at the end of it all or whatever. But like he's a time traveler. So what he was doing, he was going into the future, picking up technology, coming back to later times or earlier times in history, taking over civilizations and stuff, universes and planets and all this stuff. That's what I call him King the Conqueror. But it's a different variation than each universe. And that's why he was sitting there trying to kill all this other variation. So he's the only one. All these plot lines. The only one left. But look, so back to Steph Curry. So back in 2012, 2013, when Steph focused on adding weight, aiming to go from roughly 191 to 192 to 200 pounds, the attempt to gain weight did not work out as intended. Within 2 days of training camp, Curry reported felt too heavy and told his trainer, "I'm too heavy, I can't move." Then immediately worked to lose the gain weight. He wasn't comfortable with the extra weight, and it impacted his movement on the court. This experience highlights the critical balance Curry needs to between
represent
and the agility crucial to his playing style.
Okay, now
wait a minute. Breaking news: it's a 17 trade.
KD,
what? Yes, I put it in the chat. 7 teams trying to trade.
My team? Any one of my
The
teams involved?
Rockets, the Suns, the Lakers, the Hawks, the Nets, the Warriors, and the Timberlands.
Oh, hold on.
7 teams.
Did you say the Lakers?
7
and
teams.
Well, what did the Hawks? and the
Call,
Lakers
call
do?
them teams out again, Ron.
Hold on.
The Rockets, the Suns, the Lakers, the Hawks, the Nets, the Warriors, Timberwolves.
Shit, everybody in their mama in the trade. Yeah,
Good grief. Man, look here. I wouldn't even want to be no general manager trying to figure that out. A 3-team trade is enough, but 7 freaking teams.
Yep. 7. I would say the names again.
Oh, yeah. Say the team names again.
The Rockets, the Suns, the Lakers, the Hawks, the Nets, the Warriors, and the Timberwolves.
All right. So Kuminga's probably on the move from the Warriors. I mean, yeah, from the Warriors. Kuminga's probably on the move. You said
the Rockets.
No. I'm trying to figure out what the hell got down. KD.
What's going on?
KD could be on the move.
Right.
Because I mean, I thought it was, but I mean, at the same time, KD stayed there. That would be a good look for the Rockets, right? Like,
but the Rockets we need more than KD to get.
They got a spot.
No,
you gotta remember the Rockets was the number 2 seed last year.
But they traded.
This trade is dealing with some moves that's already been made, Winston. So it ain't gonna. So KD with the run right. I know he reading because I think the same thing just came through my phone.
Right, I just put it in the chat.
Moves are already been made. They just gonna add the trade. Yeah, they just gonna add the trade with it, so some of these teams can get something back. So Run is right. It's a lot of teams involved, but it ain't like something new about to happen. I want you to think something new about that.
Oh no, man. Something new about to go down.
I think Kuminga gonna get moved.
Well, yeah, if Kuminga moved, that's something. You know what I'm saying? You're right, right. Some of these moves already been made, but it's a few moves that ain't been made to complete the trade.
So I just see
Kuminga definitely need to be moved. He
I
wasted his career.
I wasn't saying shit. Got down the Warriors. Got to get me. I wasn't saying it. I ain't getting no playing time.
I just see the
and
Pacers.
Really, he could have helped them in that Timberwolves series if they played him. So I don't know why they didn't play him in that series.
Right.
When he was playing in the series, he was dogging people. And then
that dude deserves to get gone.
It go back. You got to have the right head coach that know what to do.
He does not. He did not fit the team. It's
okay.
They are moving him.
Look, but he fit
the team when y'all won a ring.
But what I'm saying,
not really. No, he didn't. He didn't fit in.
When he came back, he was balling his ass off. He deserved it.
When he was the only player on the court, when Curry was hurt and he was the focal point on the court, yeah, he did all right. But him with Curry didn't work. It just didn't work.
So why keep him?
Exactly. That's what I said. He deserved to go.
Right.
Hey, quick question. Right, y'all Hawk fans, did y'all sign and trade Capella? Or y'all just trading?
No, he was a free agent.
He was a free agent. Yeah. So y'all signed and traded.
He was a free agent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That might be that particular move might be part of that deal I'm talking about.
There's an article that came out like 45 minutes ago. It said when the Suns and the Rockets agreed a week and a half ago to a deal that was sent Kevin Durant to Houston, they negotiated as a 2-team trade. However, after the July moratorium lifted on Sunday and that trade can be officially completed, it's expected to be finalized as a 17 mega deal, according to ESPN Bobby Mark. Marsh specifically mentioned the Hawks, Timberwolves, and Nets as teams who would be involved, referencing the Rockets signed a trade deal for Clint Capella, and Atlanta signed a trade for Nickeil Alexander Walker, as agreement expected to be losing to the trade. Brooklyn made a minor draft night deal with the Suns that included a couple of picks Phoenix is acquiring from Houston as part of the package for Durant. While Marks did name all 17, Fred Caster, the Athletic, said the Warriors and Lakers are expected to play a part in the deal too. The number 59 overall pick, Jamal Mashak, that was originally sent from Houston to Phoenix in the Durant agreement, got rerouted by Phoenix to Golden State, who later sent it to Memphis. While the number 36 pick, Adu Thero, will end up with the Lakers following a series of swaps, including the Nets, Suns, and Timberwolves. There may also be a pathway to turning Dorian Finney-Smith 4-year $53 agreement with Houston into a sign and trade from the Lakers, though cash represent report suggests Finney-Smith and Alexander Walker aren't being discussed in the current framework. Theoretically, other previous trade agreements involving all these teams could be roped in to expand the deal even further if it proves advantageous, or if it just streamlines the process of finalizing the trade. We also have more than 72 hours before the moratorium lifts on Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Time. So if more deals are reached in the coming days, it's possible they could be attached to this one too. To be clear, while putting together these swaps as a single mega trade could result in minor additional pieces such as cash, a draft rights player, or a two-way player. Cass mentioned Daquan Plowden of the Hawks being involved. It won't meaningfully alter the players and picks changing hands. It simply means the several trade agreement previously reported separately will be combined into one move to get them all done. Excuse me. That should make life easier for the league, which won't have to process a bunch of separate trades that include certain players' draft picks. It also means the trades will likely set a new NBA record for most teams involved in a single trade. That record was set a year ago when 6 teams got together to complete the transaction to send Klay Thompson to Dallas, Kyle Anderson and Buddy Hield to Houston, and Josh Green to Charlotte. So that's what I just got from Hoops. That came out 47 minutes ago. Bleacher Report says.
Police report? What you reading?
Bleacher.
Bleacher.
Oh, Bleacher
But
Report.
what did the Warriors get? That's all I care about.
Y'all
Warriors
might finna get y'all big man.
Dropped the article 42 minutes ago.
Y'all might finna get y'all big man.
Yeah.
So
Which is, I think they wanted Adams, but I think Adams went somewhere else.
Adams went back to
Houston.
Yeah, so I don't know what big man they got.
Y'all
I know they was looking for Adams.
All right.
Y'all might finna get
shout out to my boy Kool-Aid. He in here. And he said hoop room. And
what up, Kool-Aid?
And I know Kool-Aid been watching everything.
All right, so Bleacher Report dropped this article about 42 minutes ago. It says 17 NBA trade reportedly being discussed to include Lakers, Warriors, and Durant deal.
See?
All right, so it said the Houston Rockets have been one of the busiest teams in the earlier portion of the NBA offseason, but they reportedly have plenty of work ahead of them that could include expanding the Kevin Durant trade. Kelly Iko of The Athletic reported Wednesday that Houston is expanding one of the free agency additions of Dorian Finney-Smith and Clint Capella into an expansive sign and trade that involve multiple teams before it can finalize the move starting Sunday. Fred Katz of The Athletic added to their report and noted the expansive sign and trade features, the Rockets and Suns continuing their discussions about the Durant trade and potentially making it one that features a league record 17. As lists the Atlanta Hawks, Brooklyn Nets, Golden State Warriors, Los Angeles Lakers, and Minnesota Timberwolves as other teams that are involved in the ongoing negotiations. Such a move sounds explosive on its face, but Katz tempers expectations some when he reports no trade is imminent, and most of the recognizable names are from trades that have already been agreed to and reported but not yet finalized. He noted Capella would go to the Rockets via the Hawks and assign a trade, while the Durant deal would still feature the returns that include Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green. What's more, Durant, Brooks, Green, Capella, and Daquan Plauto are the only players who were in the NBA during the 2024-2025 campaign being discussed. ESPN Shams report on June 22nd that Phoenix agreed to the Durant Durant deal to Houston for Green, Brooks, and number 10 pick and 5 second-round pick.
So it sounds like a whole bunch of nothing.
It still could be some movement.
But there is none.
But there ain't gonna be no big name that gonna be moved. No, I don't see that.
Like Coach said, a whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of nothing. It's stuff that already happened.
I don't know. Like Capella probably go to the Lakers. No.
To the Lakers? He already got signed by somebody, didn't he?
He got signed.
He's in a sign and trade. He's in a sign and trade to the Rockets.
Cause see, Red, y'all were trying to get double O from us.
Right. I think Winston, he got signed by the Hawks and then traded.
Got traded to the Rockets.
Right.
But the Rockets don't necessarily need him. The Rockets may have did that to facilitate the trade for Durant.
Wait,
so all right, so when with NBA trades and stuff, the money got to equal up. The money has to equal up somewhere along the line.
Well, my Lakers already got 8. I don't think they're gonna swing a deal for Capella too now.
Yeah, why not? Would you rather have Capella or you rather have Hayes?
But go ahead. But you need at least.
I'd rather have if I was the Lakers, I'd rather have 8.
For sure. All that slowness.
I said Hayes, Jackson Hayes.
Oh, Jackson Hayes. Oh.
You know, the guy that was unplayable in the playoff.
Wait a minute. Now, do we still Winston? We still got him on the contract? Hayes.
Yeah, I think Hayes still on his rookie contract.
We got money for.
Okay, so we got Hayes and Aiden. All right, I can work with that.
No, we got Aiden. We got Aiden and we got Hayes. But at the same time, you need another big.
Right. That's what I just said. You need at least 2 or 3 big mans. Just in case.
We don't need that many big man.
Well, you got to, man. Just in case somebody fire out or somebody get injured, you will have somebody else.
Well, okay, good.
Red. When they were running Hardenstein and what's his name in Oklahoma City, they were giving Indiana problems with those two. What's his name? What's the other one? The look Holmgren. Yeah. When they were running them jokers, now that doggone Holmgren in another couple of years, that's some things. Man, that joker gonna be something else.
But see, like the beauty of OKC, the way OKC is built, they flip the power forward for the center.
Yeah,
they got Hartenstein playing power forward. And most power forwards nowadays in the league are like a stretch 4. They're not a true power forward. So they're sitting there banging with them. So now you trying to have what? What you gonna do with him? Because he's not gonna sit there and bang around them down in the paint. And I'm gonna take Home gonna take your center out of the paint anyway.
You gotta respect his
jumper.
Yeah, he can play all over the court. And
so,
plus,
Hey,
if you got that, then your big man got to come out there and see him. And never leave the paint wide open.
Exactly. That's why we did what we did in Miami. When you got a big man that can shoot, when you have a big man that can shoot, it changes the entire complex of any defense that you play, because they cannot play him as a traditional big.
Right. That y'all play him
able to have lateral quickness and get out on them wings,
right, and pick that role.
Exactly. If not, if he's a knockdown shooter and he just grab you out and you ain't trying to respect his shot, he can shoot over top of you all day long.
Red, why you think the Hawks doing what they doing right now?
That's what I said. Porzingis was a great pickup for y'all.
Oh, the only thing that concerns me is his health. That's the thing that concerns me.
If he's healthy the whole year,
I wanted the other one,
but once again,
what's the other one name?
That Boston. I wanted
because Boston was running 2 7-footers,
right? But once again, they got to trade a lot of. They got to get rid of a lot of.
They
got to get rid of a lot of players on that team to get under the tax, like Winston just said.
I wish they had sent Jaylen Brown back home.
So Boston, there will not be no playoff team, in my opinion, next year.
Wait a minute now, Ron. I can see them going to the playoffs, but they might not get past the first or second round.
Boston ain't gonna make no noise.
They're not gonna make no noise.
They may make it to the playoff, but I'm not sitting there paying a luxury tax, and I know I'm not gonna win the championship.
When you're
not gonna win the championship.
When you trade that big man to the Hawks in that 3-team trade, that showed me.
Trade again.
What is that? Ron, what is that other center's name up there at Boston? Is it Colston or something?
I think so.
Hold on.
He's solid. He real solid, But it was a 3-team trade.
Get on that laptop and find out who John talking about, because I'm trying to figure out.
I know who John talking about. I think they just signed the man.
My memory going. But go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
When they made that 3-team trade with Boston, New Jersey Nets, and the Hawks, that showed me right there Boston not gonna do shit next year.
That showed me the Hawks was trying to do. See, the Hawks trying to take advantage.
Cornette.
That showed me.
Yeah, Kool-Aid.
Hawks take advantage of Boston's situation.
And let me ask y'all this: it ain't if it's one team in the East that can go from no playoffs to the East Finals or beyond, who is it?
The Hawks.
There you go.
Yeah,
Ron, hey John, they had our NBA Finals chances on ESPN.
Luke Cornett. Luke Cornett, 7-2.
They got the Hawks chances of making the NBA
Luke
Finals.
Cornett.
Yeah, we heard. Yeah, they got the Hawks chances of making the finals
right
behind the Knicks, and like they got the Hawks making the finals like right around top 5 teams in the NBA.
Right.
I was like, how in the world did they chances go up that quick?
Because they got a big man.
John, I need to be getting scared because they are really jocking the Hawks. I mean, all the NBA
they are. I mean,
if you remember, Trey had a real big man. He did that pick and roll all the time.
I remember when Trey had a real team. We were doing that.
Okay, so how far we went?
Right, but I just didn't know. I didn't know the butt kissers at ESPN and all the other folks would be behind us. I mean, you got folks saying my Hawks. Who at ESPN used to say my Hawks? I didn't know we had Hawks playing at ESPN.
every year they pick the team they like every year.
Well, I know who they liking this year. Oh,
Right.
boy.
So even in the NFL, they pick the team they like and they think we go to.
Y'all wanted some national TV games? Well, best believe I bet we have a few this year. Oh boy, I bet we have a few this year.
Yeah,
They also showing Hawks as the favorite to land.
I just ain't. I'm not used to all this butt kissing with the Hawks. Like, man, y'all saw what the Hawks did. Woo, the Hawks set they sales up big time.
Yeah, because
they never heard this positive talk with us.
Because well, you gotta look at what the Hawks been doing.
Oh, I know what we've been doing.
Right. So that's showing the whole world the East wide open now.
What's his GM name? John, what's his new GM name? Ansi Salah?
Ansi Salah. Ansi Salah.
Yeah.
Hey, executive of the year. If we just make it to the second round, this dude may get executive of the year.
Well, I just don't want to go second round. I'm gonna go all the way to the final.
I mean, Ron, you know what my thought process is. You know what I think about. So
well, y'all done got all the way back around to where I was when we got off the road. Yep. And Ansi Salah, Red, see, this man knows or has background to know what it is that he's doing way better than Landry Fields and that meddling son, Nick Russell.
They didn't have no experience.
They didn't. No, they didn't. And see, this was the thing. Like going back to 2021, Travis Slink told Tony Russell, look, we've gotten here a little bit too early. There are some things that we need to do in order to get back. Wait a minute, Ron, you got something else?
Breaking news, the Lakers trying to get Damian Lillard.
Come on.
More teams.
Come on.
Ron, what the hell are you reading your shit at, boy?
NBA TV right now.
I saw that earlier, though. I saw that early because they said that Damian Lillard should be back before the playoffs.
So the Lakers picking him up already?
No, they reaching out to him.
Hey, I ain't wait, Run. He gonna come. I'm not worried about that. He gonna come.
Wait a minute, is the Warriors, the Celtics, and the Lakers among teams' interest in doing a deal with Damian Lillard?
He gonna come to the Lakers because that's the closest team to his home, and the Warriors still got Curry, so it's gonna be he ain't going to Boston. I can promise you that.
Money talk, bullshit walk. And
hey, Ron, his family in Portland, his kids in Portland, and the Lakers with our new owner, he'll pay him whatever he need to pay him.
But you gotta look at it. He might use that as a motivation, man, to get back at Boston. I mean, to get back at the Bucks, how they did him.
Good. We want him to be motivated so we can win.
I talk about he might be staying in the East.
Nah. He trying to come back home to the West.
Going where though, Ron? Going where?
Looking at Al Horford.
It
said.
Wait a minute. What was that, Winston?
The Lakers looking at Al Horford. Even after signing DeAndre Ayton, the Lakers remain in strong pursuit for Al Horford. Ideally, Los Angeles want to add a pick and roll live threat alongside stretch five.
Well, that ain't doggone Al Horford. You can't even get you can't get a dollar bill up under Al Horford's foot flat.
Yeah, but he can shoot though.
But he does.
Yeah, okay. Now, Now he can shoot, but a lob threat, no.
No, the lob threat is Ayton.
Oh yeah, well definitely that.
Yeah, the lob threat is Ayton. The pick and roll is Horford.
Okay,
but Ayton is develop a little jumper too.
Right.
Yeah, I did see that. I definitely saw that.
He been working on his game.
But Ayton got something to prove, and he ain't have a chance to prove it while he in Portland. He got something.
But see, now I saw an article earlier today. I don't know how old it was, but they were talking about how Ayton wasn't a good locker room guy. That he had some issues getting along with folks. Now I don't know whether that was because of what was going on.
The only person Ayton had an issue with was Monty Williams.
Let me say this, John.
That's it.
Winning kill everything.
Right.
You're not winning.
You didn't hear shit about Aiden when the Suns were winning,
right?
Except when he got into it with the coach.
Yeah.
Your coach did. That was Money Williams, John.
You gotta look at
the Blazers. I remember that about Money Williams.
On that one.
Right, you gotta look at the Blazers. They had not been winning since when, man?
He ain't winning nothing up in Portland. He probably was crying every day in that locker room saying, "Get me out of here, these sorry motherfuckers, man."
So if I think
he did buy his way out from up there, didn't he?
John, you put Aiden in the locker room with LeBron and Luka Doncic and in the Lakers team, he'll be okay. Trust me.
They could break his ass down. They could break his ass down and rebuild him.
Right. That's what they're supposed to. Break him down and rebuild him again.
You already see what LeBron doing with Luka. You see Luka in the gym. Luka been in the gym all summer.
Yeah.
When the last time you seen a Luka workout video since before this season?
Lifting six pack.
I give you credit on that, Winston. Your boy Mike, that one thing LeBron can do.
Shit.
He can encourage.
So winning kill everything. You're not winning with the Blazers.
He gonna win when you with the Lakers. I promise you. Just like Lillard gonna come over there and he gonna win too. Don't y'all understand? When you put that purple and gold on, that does something to you.
Now see
that purple and gold on. There's responsibilities that come along with it, and a lot of players can flame out under the weight of it. A lot of them. But at the end,
he talking like a Laker fan. You keep talking like that, we might keep you on when LeBron retires.
Hey, Red, man.
I see what you're doing, man.
Yeah, a little scandal.
I see what you're doing, man.
That ain't the LeBron fan motto. That's the Laker fan motto, right there.
No, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You see it in the NFL. You see it every sport. A lot of people are great at what they do until the lights get bright. And when that light get bright and it's just me out there, I'm being seen by everybody, they can't figure it out. They don't know their hand from their foot.
But go back to what John talking about. The Blazers, when the last time they went to the playoffs?
With Dame?
When Dame Lillard was healthy.
And how long that was? 5 years ago?
Yeah. Right before Billups took the job. The year before.
Okay. So I would not be happy over there either.
Oh, I know, yeah. That's why I bet you when DeAndre leave that locker room and go to the purple and gold locker room run, it's gonna be like he on vacation. He gonna be relaxed up in there.
So winning kill everything.
And then if you bring Horford or Clint Capella over there to play well, you got Jackson Hayes. So, like I say, Aiden gonna be okay in that locker room. I mean, Reddick gonna get him in the best position possible to help us out, and he'll be okay playing with two great players. So look,
let me ask y'all who the 4 teams from the West going to go to the playoffs? Top seed.
Top seed in the what?
In the West.
OKC, Houston. If Durant say that, Houston. OKC, Houston.
Lakers.
Timberwolves and Lakers.
Yeah.
See, I don't think Minnesota got enough.
You said top 4 seed though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they
got enough because Reed and Randall coming back. If they had lost them, then I would have said no. But
I think they need more.
They need more to win the championship,
right?
Yeah. But
you say top 4 seed,
okay. That's where I feel go.
Top 4 seed, they good with what they got.
You don't think they're missing? They just lost one piece already to the Hawks.
I know. I love it too.
So, the one I'm saying, who's going to take up?
Right?
Who do they have to fill that spot right there.
Or you can see, you can
Let's
develop
look
a
at
player that can
Minnesota
do what
roster.
Nick Hale did. Oh, my bad,
did.
John. I forgot you don't like that word. Don't worry, you didn't hear it, John. I didn't even say it.
So
And besides, I wasn't talking about the Hawks anyway.
you got Minnesota, you got Oklahoma, you got the Lakers, and you got the Warriors.
Well, you can put the Warriors in Minnesota spot if they come back strong. No, you got Houston up there. Don't forget Houston.
You got Minnesota.
No,
the
don't count
Lakers.
Minnesota first. Count them.
Okay.
You got OKC, Houston,
OKC,
the Lakers, and then whoever you want to put at number 4.
Well, I say Houston. Those are 4 teams will do some damage this year if everybody stay healthy in the West.
What about the East?
In the East, it's wide open.
Atlanta.
You got
New York.
Atlanta, you got the Cavs, you got
Orlando.
New York
And
You got
Orlando.
Orlando.
and Orlando. And wait a minute, and you got Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
And
Damn, I
Detroit.
forgot about Detroit. Well, I don't know. They're going to take a hit with this Malik Beasley thing.
If that's
Yeah.
true, man. And
No,
I forgot about San Antonio.
His ass cooked.
Well, that's in the West.
Yeah, that's what I mean in the West, right?
When in the
Oh,
East, you got,
he forgot to mention that in the West.
in the East, you got
Right.
Orlando, Atlanta, New York, and Cleveland.
I put it to you like that. Like San Antonio got a shot. It's all depends on when we come back. That's the biggest
Yeah.
thing. That's the
If
biggest
Wemby,
thing.
how healthy is Wemby?
If I mean, like when we was out there training with Shaolin monks and stuff.
Right.
Then they
Training-
say, I thought, they say,
training-
did he
training for kung
they say
fu.
Wemby go to a cult or something?
No,
But he doing what Elijah was
training with
used to do,
Shaolin
right?
monks. He training with
Oh,
Shaolin
okay.
monks for like 2 months.
Right.
Wait, whoa. Doing what?
Kung fu
He-
and discipline and all that stuff.
Right.
When
He doing the same thing Elijah one used to do.
Kung Fu.
Yeah, he was doing Shaolin monk kung fu training and all that stuff. Women was up on the up on the
Hey,
mountain.
John,
like,
everybody
So-
wants Kung Fu
any
fight.
bigger, any bigger.
Wait a minute. So that picture that I saw of him with a shaved head was for real.
Yeah, that was for real. And he bigger. He put weight on. Like Wemby looking like
That was him.
like a
That was him
smaller
with the monk.
Giannis now.
That was him with the monk, John.
I
He
just
doing the
said,
monk for the
right?
monk
I
year.
just said, John, you need to put on weight to succeed in the NBA.
And see, well, I'm gonna get my point out sometime, but I will.
That ain't necessarily true because look at Kevin Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant, he shoot. I talk
Yes,
about
he-
if you want to bang in the middle, you got to put on weight.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
If
My
you want
man,
to
look
bang
here.
in the
Well, how the
center,
hell is Wemby eating meat when he hang out with a bunch of monks? They don't eat meat in that mortuary he at.
I think he a vegetarian now, right?
Well, you can gain weight eating vegetables.
Right. Long
Yeah,
you
you-
work it out.
It read it's monastery, bro, not mortuary. Mortuary
Yeah,
is
my
what
bad.
Oh, that's right. He did say.
get buried in.
My bad,
What-
coach.
mortuary at the end of your journey.
Yeah,
But,
you said that man hanging around the graveyard, Red.
but to survive in the NBA for so many days,
Hey, he sure better be watching what he eating.
damn.
Well, monastery. I said monks. Yeah.
But to survive in the NBA, you got to put on some weight to you.
Not necessarily though, because if your game is predicated on being small, that's what your game predicated on.
But
Yeah,
if
look,
you
like-
get
Look
But
at Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy Bogues was what 5'3", 5'5"?
but Mushy Bowl was fast.
Exactly. That was his game was predicated on.
But
Yeah,
what
now
I'm
he
saying-
came in. Muggsy Bogues was a thick little rope.
He
It was
was
just
like-
like trying to step on a roach.
He like
But what
like
I'm saying, to bang in the middle, he
Yeah.
need to put on some weight. The bang.
And see, Michael Jordan still, because Michael Jordan didn't really gain that much weight, but he got stronger.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
he
Mike
got
put on
stronger.
almost 20 pounds. Because Mike came in the league at like 189. When he left, he was like 210, 216.
Right. So
and it was relentless. And see, the thing was with Michael Jordan is just like with Steph Curry, relentless training to get used to that weight and all that that muscle that he put on.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead, finish.
You know, and see that, and you know, that's my thing. I just want Trae Young to be able to take the punishment because he. Okay, and Kool-Aid to back me up. For the longest, all year long last year, they had Trae Young as questionable because of Achilles soreness. And see, when I hear soreness anywhere down there like that, man, I said, man, shoot, you know, I just get scared. I just get scared.
Last thing you need right there.
But this go to what Ray was sitting there saying about Dame family, right? So it said the Bucks didn't approve of Damian Lillard's request to rehab his Achilles closest to his family. Chris Haynes said. Aaron Goodwin, Damian Lillard's agent, about a month ago reached out to the Bucks and informed them that Dame would like to rehab back home in Portland and stay with his kids. I was told that some people within the Bucks did not approve of that, and there was kind of some back and forth right there.
I just think they were trying to find a way to get him off the team.
But I mean, now you didn't really want him on the team if you gonna do him like that. If the man requested with his family,
and then you gotta think about it. Like the man just went through a damn divorce.
Right.
He just went through a divorce during the season.
Right. But
he did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Man, like him and his wife were butting heads and shit before he left.
Yeah.
That was another reason why he moved to that's why he went to Milwaukee. Because
okay.
You know, I'm gonna give you room to breathe. I'm gonna breathe. I'm focused on ball, but I can't focus on ball because my family halfway across the damn country. And then they took it. They ended up divorcing. He dropped an album. He dropped an album after the jump. They divorced or whatever, and like his kids are still over there with her. He's trying to get back home.
So he might be going to the Lakers.
I mean, to be honest, like what?
I kind of hope they work it out and get back together.
Me too.
Well, okay. Now,
because I think he still miss her.
Well, hey, now, some Red.
Who y'all talking about? What's
Dame Lillard? Hey, Coach, did you know Dame Lillard got divorced this past year?
I did not. I didn't even know.
That's what Winston,
who is he married to?
You know what I'm saying? See, I didn't know anything about that.
I didn't know he was married or like okay. Damn. All right.
He got divorced during last season. Correction. Not the season just passed, the one before it.
Yeah, he got.
I had no idea.
He got divorced in October 2023, citing irreconcilable differences.
Oh, she's a thought pocket. Okay, yeah, it makes sense.
She or he.
No.
What you say, Coach?
You said he filed claim irreconcilable.
He went through the divorce. Well, yeah, it said he filed for divorce and
right. Yeah, and if he said irreconcilable differences, that means she was out there thought pocket. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Oh, okay.
He said it's the hardest transition in my life, all things considered. He also
it ain't, bro.
The loneliness of being a family guy amidst the charges. Kayla Lillard has requested sole custody for their kids.
Of course.
Mm.
How else you gonna extort money from them? And how else is the courts gonna extort money from them?
Hold on.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Here's an article from this year.
Oh, you see what Chief put up there?
Yeah, I can't see it.
There was a rumor about him and Glorilla.
I hope that was. That ain't the last chick you want to ruin your family about.
And he said that was that whole Glorilla thing. See, I didn't hear all that, Chief. I didn't hear none of that.
I just don't understand why we continue to place ourselves in these crosshairs dealing with these Western women. Bro, you got all the money in the world. Take your ass to the East and get you a woman that's of value, that's worth your resources. It's crazy to be.
Yeah, well, there's no accounting for taste.
He said in February of 2024, as much as I love basketball and I love my job, I don't care about it more than I care about my kid. So he said, of course, you carry it with you. People say, when I hoop, I ain't thinking about nothing. But I'm not 21. I got 3 kids. I'm tight with my family, and I'm going through the divorce. That's at 24. What did he say? 25. Oh, yeah, she look like a little fat like.
You know how rare it is to have an Aisha or even a Savannah? That shit rare as hell. And the jury's still out on them because when they both stop playing, then we'll see the true colors of them.
Yeah, I think that shit gonna go to the wayside too. And that ain't me sitting there wishing nothing bad on them. But like if you actually sit there and see how they interact and pay attention to it, is I don't know. It may be real love. I don't know. It feels like more of a front to me. Yeah.
Hey, now who you talking about? When
Steph and Aisha.
Who?
Oh, I ain't talking about that. I ain't just talking about them. I'm talking about Savannah too. Like all that to me.
But coach,
that ain't going on.
How many females do you think these basketball players trust?
None.
Okay.
But that's my point. I wouldn't trust him either.
But
we just see Doug, like before Savannah and LeBron, before Steph and Aisha, there was Doug and whatever the hell her name was. And we just seen how that played out.
But what I'm saying, a lot of these basketball players don't trust some of these females out here. So
I wouldn't either. If I'm making
if they grew up with a female or went to school with a female, 9 times 10 never go with that female.
Again, I hear what you're saying, but I'm still not trusting none. I'm not trusting nobody. Me personally. Again, look at Doug and what's that bitch's name? Jackie. Look at Doug and Jackie. Bro, come to find out that their oldest kid might not even be his.
And see, they're a different monster right there.
I mean, it's the same story, bro.
Oh yeah,
they've been together forever, bro.
Hey, coach, was that the one Basketball Wives?
Yes.
But
they've been together
the one that was always sneaky about herself.
Yeah, they get married every year.
Coach, let me say this before you start talking about it. Chris Webber came out and said, if you talk about his name, he will sue you.
Man,
hey, sue whatever. I'm saying what is being said and out there. So I don't care.
I just saying, Chris Webber.
So did he deny? Did he deny or admit the kid?
He did not say nothing about that, man. All he just said, if you talk about Chris Webber, he will be suing you.
Oh no, not Chris Webber. I'm talking about Doug Christie.
Yeah, I know, but he bought that problem.
That's what the issue is. Yeah, the kids.
Right.
Oh yeah, cause see, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed
they
to
trying
be
to
Chris
say,
Webber
they trying to
kid.
say, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to say
Right.
the kid is Chris Webber.
Right.
Yeah. Now I heard that.
So
someone
I think I posted this on my page.
You may have, Red. You may have.
So that's what I'm
There's
saying.
supposed to have been a DNA test a while ago that said Chris Webber kid.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. He made a video because I talked about it on my show Tuesday nights around 8 o'clock. And my co-host
What's the name of that show, Ron?
Talk Your Ish.
Okay.
And my co-host that I do the show with, he said, hey, we can't talk about that. I'm not trying to get sued. So I was like, all right.
Well, I can tell you this. If you coming after any, bruh, hey, let me say this straight up. This is Coach said it. Andre Davis. This ain't got nothing to do with the eye test whatsoever. I'm putting my name on it. Bruh, if you that petty, yeah, you can sue me, fight me, whatever you feel you need to do. You're a sucker. At the end of the day, if it's like that.
But I just telling you what he said.
I got you. That's why I put my name on it. Not the eye test. Just my name.
Do it on our show.
That's some sucker shit, man.
It's some whole shit.
It's some whole shit, but that's what he said. He made a video.
I ain't surprised knowing him. That sounds like something Chris Webber.
Well, see now, now how old is this boy? Cause see, the thing is, we just heard about this year.
Like
she grown.
They like, she grown. Yeah, she like grown. 20, 25, 26, somewhere around.
So this been a 20-something year secret.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Red, because I know I'm only saying Red because Red watched TV. I really don't watch TV. But they split up, didn't they?
They split up a while back.
Okay.
And they went to court.
Yeah, he made a fool. He made a fool out of her in court.
Right. She don't got nothing now.
Oh, okay.
So it like he got everything. And
wait a minute, Christy, isn't he coaching Sacramento?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He got named. Yeah. Okay.
He got named. I mean, I ain't surprised. That's his town. That's his team. I mean, who else ain't gonna name coach?
So what I read,
you need to go get Jason Williams back up there. But go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
What I read, she don't got nothing, and he found out she was hiding money from overseas. So,
what?
Yes.
But that right there is my point, though, bro. They have been together for 40, like damn near 40 years. They've been together forever. They married, I think, when he first right before he got in the league or whatever. They've been together forever. And look at what that's what I'm saying. Like, just because it seems like you don't know what these broads out here doing, man. I don't trust none of them.
Again, just as slick as decent.
But once again, he the one that chose to be with her.
Right.
Did nobody say, hey, you got to be with her? He chose that.
Right. But that's why I think, and I know Red hate him, but this is why I think Anthony Edwards was smart. Like, okay, you use me for a payday. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll give you the payday. Go about your business. Now you won't get no increase for inflation. None of that. Like, you just done.
Well, Coach, right there, she cannot even talk about Anthony Edwards.
That's like Dwight Howard's baby mama.
She sound one of
NDAs.
Yeah.
Here's the breakdown. All right, from Google. It says the allegations, social media posts, and online articles claim that Jackie Christie had a child with Chris Webber, and the Webber was unaware the child was his. The source. The rumor was tied to an unverified $4.6 million lawsuit, but no official documentation supports the claim. Chris Webber responds. Rebel addressed the rumors in a video vehemently denounced and called them lies. He urged content creators to remove the false information and warn of legal action against those spreading rumors. Right, Jackie Christie's role. While Jackie Christie hasn't publicly addressed the specific rumors, she and her husband, Doug Christie, have been married since 1996 and have 3 children together. They are known for their public display of affection and annual vow renewal. That's all people say though.
So, I just saying, I'm not trying to get sued by Chris Webber.
Again, that's why I attach my name to it. Nobody else. This is something I said. Fuck him and that shit. I don't give a damn. Straight up. I said it. Nobody. These are words coming. In no way does my thoughts or expressions reflect the thoughts and expressions of the eye test or anyone else on the panel. This is coming straight from the coach. So there you go. You good, bro?
Nobody taking you to court, Ron.
Fuck that nigga.
I just said people, the way the world is today, where people take anybody to court over smart shit.
Chris, I will personally, if Chris Webber do anything to this show, I'll personally ride out with you on his ass, man. He ain't gonna touch me. He ain't no man. He got if he that much of a loser and his life so empty that you worrying about niggas on the podcast, dude. I mean, no, come on. And like Coach said, this is Winston just said it's public knowledge, so you can't sue no anyway.
But
I said, see that's the biggest shit. Well, ain't nobody worry about that shit.
I'm not at all, bro.
Run. Think about all the athletes we don't talk about on this show. We were about
no, I'm just saying. I'm not worried about nobody, but I just saying he put a video out there saying if you talking about my name
and his video,
fuck
it.
Yeah,
if it's saying you don't stand up to the eye test, if it don't stand up to the eye test, we still gonna talk about it. Fuck him and his video.
Fuck that timeout that you took and cost Michigan the championship with your choking lame ass. You choked in Sacramento to my Lakers when you was up 3-2.
I watch that shit now.
Webber.
I ain't gonna let you do that now.
So I just put it out.
It didn't happen. It ain't happen.
It didn't happen. They got cheated out of that, bro.
No,
they got cheated out of that.
He talking about the Lakers, Winston.
I'm talking about the Lakers too.
When we beat them in 02.
Yeah, they did get cheated out of that, bro.
Bullshit.
Bro, it's factual knowledge. The nigga went to jail. What do you mean bullshit? It's factual. Go back and look at the game and watch how they just absolutely brutalized Jason Williams. Absolutely brutalized everybody on the Lakers. I mean, on the Kings.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
I mean, that was Mike Bibby, coach, not Jason Williams.
Nah, it was Jason Williams too. It was Jason Williams and Mike Bibby was on that team.
That's part of the game.
Bobby Jackson, bro, that was my favorite team. That's why I don't have a team. Because once that happened, I was like, man, fuck basketball.
So then
no wonder you pick it up for him. Oh, okay. I see why
that was the Kings were my favorite team, but that's why I don't have a favorite team no more. Because once that shit happened, I knew basketball was some shit. I'm not a Golden State fan, bro.
You're not a Golden State fan.
So you're a Steph Curry fan.
I'm a Steph Curry fan.
Okay,
yes.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't have a pro basketball team. I've said that so many times.
We're in the same boat.
Let's get back to us taking this heart away in 02. I don't know where you about to go, but let's talk about us taking this heart away in 02 before you get on your
carry on, brother. Right? Preach.
We took your heart away. You said Winston, he quit. He quit on this.
No. I didn't. No. The fact that it came out that the ref was screwing the game took my heart away from the game. No, it had nothing to do with the Lakers. It was the fact that refs were influencing the game, which made me no longer have a team because I realized they could affect the game.
Here you go.
Well, whoa, wait a minute. Now, coach, referees been affecting games.
Not like this, John. I like this, John. Go watch the. It's on. I think it's on Netflix. It's either.
Now was that Tim Conahee, the one that they busted?
Yes.
Throwing games.
Yeah.
It wasn't just him, but yeah, he was the face of it. Yes.
What year?
And there was two other refs out there, not just
yeah.
him,
That's
and it was still calling
What year
the
was
same.
Wait. He was the chief. He was the crew chief, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the chief. I want to say it was 2001, 2002, somewhere around there.
That's the thing, Red. Tim Conahee was the crew chief.
I remember.
But John, he should have went to jail a long time ago. He did Iverson dirty.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about, bro.
That's right.
He affected the game.
That's right. Ron and Coach. That's right. Because see, Iverson, they got mad because Iverson.
You missed it. I said that Kool-Aid earlier.
Yeah. Now, what was it? Iverson either yelled at a ref or did something to a ref, and the refs got together. The refs got together and said that they were gonna clamp down on him about his carrying.
Right.
And it was a whole bunch of other stuff that they just tightened up on it.
Right.
And so Iverson went over to the ref and said, "Why y'all calling this?" or something to that effect.
Iverson looked at him was like, "Why you doing this? I know that you doing some bullshit like that." Yeah. Ever since then, the referees got together and said, "Well, we finna handle him."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I remember that.
So he should have went to jail a long time ago.
But thing was, there was no charge for that. Okay, it wasn't a charge until they caught that joker doggone throwing games.
But
yeah, he was literally throwing games.
Right, and it was other ones too. They all were together, but he just was the face of it.
The Tim Donahue scandal doesn't go to said series that Coach is speaking of. It starts at 2003 up to through 2007.
Even
no. You gotta watch the documentary. That's when they started. Let me finish.
This is literally Wikipedia. It was later learned that
Wikipedia is not a valid source, bro. Everyone knows that.
Who embellished their supposed involvement in organized crimes in the scandal, and the bets for the 2003, 2004, 04, 05, 05, 06, 06, 07 NBA season were almost exclusively on games officiated by Donahue. It doesn't go back to 2002 or 2001 or something.
He was on Rasheed Wallace's podcast. And they all were talking about it.
Well, I mean,
what flipped him was him sitting there betting on games from 2005 to 2007. That was thinking made him backtrack and see other bets and stuff. But it started in 2003 through 2007.
Okay.
Y'all go check
so says Wikipedia.
Hold up. Now I've looked it up, and it's saying, okay, ex-NBA referee Tim Donahue sent shockwaves across the NBA world with his 2007 betting scandal, provoking questions about the league's integrity. 2 years later, which would be 2009, he reflected on the controversy, highlighting an instance. Man, you know these jokers trying to doggone. I'm reading the article. And one of them doggone Norton virus scans went across the phone. At any rate, highlighting an instance when he and his former co-workers enacted in-game revenge against 11-time All-Star Allen Iverson. So now what? Wait a minute now. What did Wikipedia say, Winston?
All right, Wikipedia said that it started from
And just for context, Wikipedia is not a reliable source.
Yeah, now I just wanted go ahead, Winston. See, I just wanted to bump this up against Wikipedia because I go in there and correct it myself.
So along that, because you said Wikipedia was not a reliable source, I just Googled Tim Donaghy betting scandal. It said the Tim Donaghy betting scandal involved former NBA ref Tim Donaghy betting on games he officiated during the 05, 06, 06, 07 season. Donaghy also admitted to betting on games he officiated in the 03, 04, 04, 05 season. This scandal led to FBI investigation and resulted in Donaghy pleading guilty to 2 felony charges. He was sentenced to 15 months in prison. The scandal revealed that Donaghy was involved with low-level mob associates and used his knowledge of referees, coaches, players, and owners to place bets. He admitted to passing information about 2 games during the 06-07 season. Donaghy claimed he had a gambling problem during his sentencing. Dive deeper in AI mode.
Yeah, so if you watch like I said, if you watch the actual the whole thing, the documentary, it that's when he got caught. That's what they know about. But they go back through basically his whole time and show you instances of the same thing. That's just when he got caught and what he copped up to. But regardless, like I said, the fact is you have someone that's doing that. Just that destroyed my my basketball.
You were talking about Sacramento.
Yeah.
But see now this particular game. Okay, now reading further on from what is it, Sports Key or whatever. Okay, Iverson was ejected late in his Denver Nuggets 108-97 home loss to the Philadelphia 76ers on January 2nd, 2007, after jarring with Steve Javie. In his post-game interview, the 4-time NBA scoring champion called out Javie, noting that he had a personal vendetta against him. A few days later, the NBA fined Iverson $25,000 for verbal abuse of a game official and post-game criticism of an official. However, no suspension was issued. According to Donaghy, he and his officiating crew took exception to the league's decision, so they concocted a plan to get back at Iverson.
Hey, John, I got something to read after you finish.
Okay. And it says, during Denver's 96-84 home loss to the Utah Jazz on January 6, 2007, Donaghy and company implemented a strict whistle against Iverson. They called him for questionable fouls and several rare palming violations. Meanwhile, they let Jazz players repeatedly get away with excessive contact. So they set him up to get beat up.
Right. But
quoting Donaghy, he said he threatened one of our officials and the NBA fined him $25,000. We felt as a group that he should have been suspended. And because he wasn't, we felt like we would teach him a lesson. But that's what Donaghy said.
Let me start you right there, John. But Rasheed Wallace, the way, if you go back and watch the Lakers versus the Blazers, that in when 2002.
Yep.
And Rasheed Wallace look at the referee was like, really? Y'all calling some bullshit out here? And so what I just said, he should have went to jail a long time ago. Just not him and the other referees. They all should have went to jail.
See that now, like I said, the only thing about that, calling the game the way they were calling, that would have been a problem. That was not illegal as far as the law was concerned.
Right.
It was the throwing the game on purpose and the mob being behind it. That's what got him jacked up.
All right, so look. So I typed in, did Donahue throw the Sacramento Lakers series in 2002? So it said Donahue himself did not officiate the controversial Game 6 of the 2002 Western Conference Final between the Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers. He has stated that he did not referee that game or any other game in that specific series. However, Donahue has made allegations that Game 6 was manipulated by two of the referees who officiated, with the aim of forcing a Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
He claims these referees were company acting in the interest of the NBA. In a court filing, Donahue alleged he learned from one of the referee A, that he and another referee F wanted to extend the series to games 7 games. He believes these referees consistently acted in the NBA's best interest, and in that situation, it was in the league's best interest to have a Game 7 to potentially increase television rating and ticket sales. Regarding
Right.
Game 7 itself.
Right, which again is what I'm saying. He was the HNIC. So if that call happened, he made it, and they talk about it in the documentary. That's my whole point. I'm not saying that he was specifically there, but
Right.
he is the one who orchestrated that whole shit. They talk about it in the documentary.
Right.
I'm going to look at that documentary. I got to look at
it. It says regarding Game 6 itself, the Lakers won the game, forcing the Game 7. The Lakers had a significant advantage in free throw attempt, particularly in the fourth quarter. Donahue has suggested that questionable calls favored the Lakers, contributing to their victory. It's important to note, NBA Commissioner David Stern denies Donahue allegations and calls them the desperate act of a convicted felon. Federal authorities investigated Donahue's claim but found no evidence to support him. Therefore, while Donahue did not officiate Game 6, he has played a role in the ongoing controversy surrounding the 0-2 Western Conference Final by making these serious accusations.
I mean, they can say that all they want. All you got to do is actually look at the game. If you look at the game, you can clearly see that there's some fuckery going on. I mean, at the end of the day, they won. But if you watch that game, specifically that game, the Game 5, Game 6, and Game 7, you can clearly see the fuckery. Clearly.
And yeah, I kind of believe.
All I know is the FBI took him down and investigated.
Well, shit, that don't mean a whole hell of a lot.
I'm gonna tell you this. Back in the 80s, you couldn't get no whistle in Boston. If you were playing against Boston at home, you couldn't get no whistle in Boston in that old Boston Garden, that barn they had up there masquerading as a basketball arena. And they let them jokers get away with not having air conditioning for, man, shoot, it was probably.
John, be honest. John, a lot of this anger is coming from that Hawks series, ain't it?
No, it's coming from the Lakers too. Because see, the Lakers were my team. The Lakers were my team growing up. And
okay. And John, we'll take you aboard before we take Winston and his LeBron fans.
Hey, Red.
Stop it, bro.
Hey, Red, you know what? I got something to give you.
Yeah,
I got something else to give you.
Yeah, swift kick in the air.
That's right, Red. Yeah, Red. And I would, yeah. I got something else to give you. Matter of fact, this weekend, I'm gonna pay your bet, and I got something else to give you.
Okay.
I got something else to give you. Because see, man, but huh?
You should be soon the Hawks get eliminated for the playoffs. You might want to come on and see what the Lakers do.
No, Red. I'm a hometown man.
Me too. But
Atlanta, hey, cause see the thing was back in the 80s, which is something that's totally different from what's going on now because everybody's trying to copy everybody now. You had two teams with two different philosophies. You had Boston Celtics grimy, gritty East Coast team, half court team. I mean, you know, just slow as all get out. And then you had the Lakers. Run. It was just a clash of basketball philosophies. Every final. And Lakers got some, Boston got some. I remember the what was it, the Valentine's Day Massacre or something? What was it? I think they blow the Lakers out up in Boston.
Yeah.
Had this one man, what was it, Scott Wetman? This joker went 11 for 11. He couldn't miss. And they beat the Lakers by about 35 or 40 points up there in Boston Garden with old damn Dave Madden, Steve Javie, and Bobby, what was his name? I think his name was Bobby Nunez was the official. They used to call him Mascara because he used to always call makeup call. I never will forget that. I never will forget that. But and man, wait a minute. Red, have you seen on Facebook this interview with Robert Parrish?
Oh, I seen that one.
Yeah, you see that? You saw that run? Yeah, when Robert Parrish said, "Oh, the only Lakers I respect is Kareem and who else? Everybody only three. All the rest of them, fuck them."
Right. I mean, you gotta understand, there've been rivalries for decades.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Get it?
Yes.
And like
I ain't mad
on and off the
Not
court,
mad at the Chiefs.
on and off the court, they still gonna be rivalries. Like
No, Robert,
Miami Heat,
Harris. I ain't even mad you went to the Bulls to get that 4th ring, Robert.
like Miami Heat.
Hey, let me tell you something. Them jokers wouldn't even, now like jokers hang around and see that the whole NBA was like this. The whole NBA was like this. Wasn't no doggone going out to the club together. Wasn't no doggone going and eating together and all that type of stuff between teams.
John, this a new era.
Man, heck no. It's the same thing in football.
They did that back in the 80s and 70s. Today, the shit they did back then, they will not do today.
Yeah, because hey Winston, I saw you commented on that post that I had when I showed that when that brawl broke out between the Braves and the Padres. They had 13 people ejected and 5 folk went to jail.
Oh yeah,
that was our best brawl right now. Them boys were getting active.
And man, look, every battle that went to bat, he got hit. They were beating each other.
Yeah.
Them jokers were beating each other like it was all right, Jack. And see, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, you don't have that now. You know.
John, a while back, me and you were talking about this era right here. A lot of people in this era, in this South era, in the NBA, they cannot make it back then.
Yeah,
no.
This the nice LeBron era right here.
Right. But back then, a lot of these basketball players will not make it back then.
No. Because see, the thing is, because see, man, like in football, I never will forget. Bill Romanowski, I think that's who it was. Bill Romanowski was playing with Denver and spit in J.J. Stokes' face.
Mm-hmm.
And J.J. Stokes didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think of who it was that went over there and told him, "Hey, man, you better tighten him up. We don't be taking no stuff like that going on, whatever." I don't know whether it was Ronnie Locke or somebody. But man, shoot, the 49ers was about to jump on J.J. Stokes because J.J. Stokes didn't jump on him.
What?
Man, because see, the thing was, they didn't want no weakness shown by any player on that field that was wearing that uniform.
Once again, this era right here
But man,
in football or basketball. I would take that era back in the day over this soft era.
Blame, Ron. You know who's blame. This is LeBron James' fault. His is
you cannot say that. The whole reason basketball is the way it is now is because of Jordan. Stop it.
Want to be friends with
Jordan. Jordan kept running his ass up to the commissioner office. They took our hand checking and shit. They implemented their own zone defense. That's the reason why basketball is the way it is now. Stop it.
Hey, let me say this now. Red, it was a known fact. Larry Bird said Jordan would try to make friends with you in between games and then kill you in the game.
Well, that's how he set him up, John.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying.
John, that was the New York Knicks head coach said that.
Yeah. It was a lot of people said. I remember Bird saying. Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
But the New York Knicks head coach Van Gundy said.
Van Gundy. Okay.
He said Michael Jordan will take his friends out to eat after the game and try to be buddy. Then during the game, he would try to kill you.
See that is ridiculous, man.
but he tried to be buddy during the game and after the game and before the game. He want to be buddy all day long.
Van Gundy said he want to kill you on the floor, but after the game, y'all would go out to eat.
Of course,
but hold on. Let me say this. That may be true, but one thing Jordan didn't do, he didn't call up or go up with Isaiah Thomas or Karl Malone and go on boating trips and shit like that with him. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan literally sat there and said and made it publicly known. Hey, I'll take a pay cut to get Larry Bird to the Bulls.
Okay. What was that bullshit?
Stop the
what
bullshit.
Was that?
But was he on boats and shit with the niggas?
Jordan put it out in the media. I would take a pay cut to get Larry Bird to the Bulls.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, trying to get him to the Bulls. Yeah, okay.
That's really. Google's free. Google is very free. Stop the bullshit.
See now, and I'm gonna tell you this. Hey, Ron Harper was the only person that could really check Jordan.
Right, before his knee injury.
Jordan, and what did he do? Had to go.
What did he do?
He had to go get him.
But
he went and got
him. And then he couldn't get past the goddamn on the Pistons because
before his knee injury.
What did he do? Go get Rodman.
When he got Rodman.
Wait a minute, Winston. Before Ron Harper knee injury. Before his kney injury, he was giving Michael Jordan the business.
Hey, hold on, Winston. Are you trying to compare Jordan getting a player to come to his team?
Jordan got all the players he couldn't beat. He tried to get all the players he couldn't beat. Stop the bullshit.
I know.
Okay. So that's equivalent. So hold on. That's equivalent to what? What are you equating that to?
I ain't equating it to shit. I'm telling you.
So you making a blanket statement.
I'm telling you what happened.
Okay, so you're making it a blanket statement. Okay, got you. I got you.
Well, wait a minute. He's making a statement now. How is it a blanket?
Because it's in reference to nothing.
No, Coach. This is what it is.
I know what it is, Red. I got it.
What he really want to say, because then he'll be telling on himself. So that's why he had to say that. He had.
Y'all just said. Y'all said I ain't never see Jordan on a boat with all this, that, and third. Jordan did the exact same shit. Y'all just said it. I just proved y'all wrong.
I didn't. You didn't prove me wrong. Anything. Where did Jordan get on the boat with all the people that he was battling with, that he put out, or that nobody put him out, but that he put out of the playoffs? Show me a picture or article where Jordan talks about going and hanging out with all the guys that he's just been battling with in the off season.
No, now,
you show me that, then you got it. I'll concede.
Now, because I know Jordan used to take folk out after the game and during the off season and all that.
Barkley. Barkley is the only one I know he hung with. And who else did he hang with?
No, man.
Now hanging with and taking out to dinner one time or whatever, trying to
He'll take his enemies out just to set them up, but he was trying to be
after games, bro.
Yeah.
After games. They were
Reggie Miller.
I remember that.
Wait a minute. Reggie Miller talked about the pickup game used to be in LA. And he said Michael Jordan.
They're trying to recruit motherfuckers.
He said Michael Jordan, they were playing basketball. Michael Jordan was trying to get everybody to come to Chicago. This was Reggie Miller said.
That ain't have me. Jordan just was a good soldier, and they just put together a goddamn team around.
This is what Reggie Miller said.
Stop the bullshit. All NBA players do the same shit.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Stop
no, they
it.
don't.
All
no, they
NBA
don't.
players do the same shit.
Reggie Miller said that one. He
Bro,
said,
who name one player that has done what this fool has done, bro? There is none.
That has done what, Coach?
Bro,
has jumped from team to team. Has jumped from. Hold on, let me finish. Has jumped from team to team in order and got a bunch of guys to come with him in order to ring chase.
Didn't that just happen once?
Yeah, it did. His name is LeBron James.
Okay, but okay now. And my question to that is this:
Didn't KD do the same shit? Ain't that how y'all got 2 rings? Wasn't KD?
Yeah, KD came.
Wasn't KD y'all finals MVP? Both of the time.
KD. You see what I'm saying? This is what I be talking about. You drawing a false equivalent. KD came to the Warriors.
All right, Ron.
KD came to the Warriors. Steph Curry didn't go nowhere. Not only did he not go nowhere, he has never added 2 superstars to his team every time he has won a ring. Every time. Curry has been on the same team since he's been in the league.
Already loaded. They just knew they couldn't beat the Cavs when they were fully healthy.
That, bro, they cut it the fuck out. So during the year, again, this is that bullshit that LeBron fans do. That this crap ass shit in the season they beat them. So how can they not beat a healthy Laker? How can they not beat a healthy Cavs team when they already beat them when they were healthy?
How many times you play in the regular season if you in the East and somebody else in the West?
They played 5 times, if I'm not mistaken, and they were 3-2.
They're not playing that many games against each other.
Oh my God, bro! Like you just said, Google's free, right? Google's free, right? Hold on. Google's free, right?
Bro, when we played in the finals in 2015, we took out a 6 games. Kyrie and Kevin Love was done. Both of them was out. We played in 2016, and everybody was healthy. We bust that ass. Y'all knew.
Oh yeah. So again, and this is what.
So what did
hey, Red, this is what I be talking about, right?
In the league, And
you see how the goalposts move. Kyrie and Kevin Love was hurt this year, but the following year, but the following year, Bogut was out. Draymond Green was out, but that don't get no love. Why? Because the Cavs were at full strength and we bust that ass. But when the Warriors wasn't at full strength, we bust that ass.
They won in 7 games. That ain't busting no ass.
They was down.
Hey, bro, like what is he talking about?
They was down 3-1. Right? So hold on. Stop. Hold on. But y'all ain't keep talking over because that's bullshit. When you up 3-1, all you have to do is win one game. One game. Right? So in 3 games, you can't win one. All right. So then what do you do? Hold on. What do you do that next offseason? You go get the second best player in the NBA. Kevin Durant. Got Steph, Kerr, Draymond,
LeBron.
Clay. No, the best player in the NBA was LeBron. Stop the bullshit. All the boys got up on a private plane, flew out to the Hampton, recruited KD. KD come. When KD come, he proved that he's the second best player in the league because he won not one but 2 final MVP. Where did Steph get an MVP and final MVP in that straight? Where he get one? Steph ain't get a final MVP till after goddamn Iggy and goddamn Durant left. Then when he got his first one. Stop the bullshit. Come on here, bro. Every final that goddamn LeBron went to, he's been the final MVP. Every one that he won, he's been final MVP. Oh, am I wrong? Google free, right? Google free, Google that.
Now, this is a question I got. This is a question I've always had about what LeBron did versus what owners do. Why is it a problem when the player does it? Organize trades, get people together, because really, after the fact, the owner has to approve the trade. Miami, Pat Riley and them down in Miami had to approve that in order for Bosh and Dwayne Wade, for Bosh and LeBron to come and join Dwayne Wade. Okay. Now, players are doing that now. As a matter of fact, I think Trae Young, this makes the second time Trae Young has recruited some players to come and play. Okay. The first time was DeJounte Murray, and that was a mistake because, see, you didn't need 2 cooks in the kitchen, 2 point guard cooks in the kitchen.
Right. I didn't understand that at all.
So, but I really didn't see a problem with it. Now bragging about how many championships you were going to win once you put this triumvirate together. Yeah, that's a little presumptuous. Cause see now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, all right. Now, and especially cause Red, they had haters back then. And the thing was, when they said all of this, all of your NBA stars were trying to make that same point. Oh, you had to go buy a team to go do this and do that, whatever. Now, see, my thing is that no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Come on, y'all. Why can't a player do the same thing that owners do? Why can't a player do that? I didn't have a problem.
Now, personally, it was nothing really wrong with the move. I mean, he played to his contract so he could be a free agent at the same time. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, they all set that up. That's fine. You got the right to do that. If all y'all are free at the same time, and the Miami Heat got salary cap space, because really it wasn't supposed to be Chris Bosh. It was supposed to be Carmelo Anthony. He was supposed to be third piece, but he scarily, cowardly took his max deal the year before. Because I don't know what's wrong, Carmelo. You thought you were gonna get hurt or something?
No, to be honest, all them boys supposed to went to New York. They all supposed to went to
however
to the
it was supposed to work out. It was supposed to be the
Wade, they all supposed to went to
and
the Knicks.
LeBron.
The thing about that, John, was goddamn Dolan didn't want to spend. I want to say Dolan didn't want to spend the money to get them all, but they all had planned on goddamn going to the Knicks.
I don't know why anybody want to go to the Knicks as long as.
So for them to go to Miami, everybody took a pay cut.
And honestly, I don't think the Knicks gonna ever win again as long as Dolan is the owner. So as soon either he gonna sell the team or he just gonna forever not get over that hump until he passes on. Because that dude is ruining the team. First of all, they should have never got rid of Thibodeau. That's the bottom line. Unless you had a push
man, that was that man. And you see they hiring Mike Brown.
Yeah, that's a last resort. That Mike Brown was not the guy that they fired Thibodeau for. And you know who in the world gonna fire? Who has fired anybody for Mike Brown? And man had you Mike Brown. Yeah, man had you on the doorstep. He just got fired from Sacramento.
To be honest, they were trying to get Don Staley.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, they
are you kidding?
I mean, to be honest, Don Staley in New York, that would have worked. It would have worked.
Man, are you kidding? Man, hold it.
But yeah, they definitely were trying to get Don Staley.
Look, I'm sorry. People can call me what do they call that?
Sexist.
A sexist. You can call me sexist all you doggone want to. You better not have no female head coach over no me.
I mean,
you better not. Never.
The person that keep getting passed up, that makes absolutely no sense.
That would have been so crazy.
Is Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson. Yes, sir.
Mark Jackson no more.
And
that's a travesty.
Blackball ain't ever.
Yeah, they just blackballed him.
That's Golden State. Golden State did that bullshit.
Yeah. I mean,
Mark Jackson
coach having trouble getting in.
It's all right. He can hear it on repeat.
Sometimes
Mark Jackson took and built that Golden State team that was the core that made them start winning championship.
Yep. And, and to be honest, the offense that they run, that Steve Kerr run, is an offshoot of the offense that Mark Jackson was already running. Man, Steve Kerr didn't do nothing.
He didn't do nothing. The only move that Steve Kerr did that was an actual smart move was taking Draymond from the 4 and putting him at the 5. So you can put an actual slasher wing player on the court. And we just gonna outrun it. We just gonna outrun y'all and shoot. But I mean,
coach,
to be honest, that offense that Mark
okay. I just want to make sure you were here.
The offense that Mark Jackson was running there, and the offense that Steve Kerr run is an offshoot of goddamn Mark D'Antonio's offense in Phoenix. Remember when they was running down the court and they was sitting there getting up and down the court and they were just shooting 3? That's where it came from. From.
Yeah. And see, the thing was they had the shooters to make it work.
Yeah, they had 2 bigs up.
I ain't gonna lie.
They had Amari Stoudemire.
When they first started.
I'm talking about Golden State. I'm talking Golden State had the shooters to make that offense work.
No, when they first started, it wasn't no league that was too big for them.
That was the tweak to the offensive play. That's why I say
sit back and watch the games because they used to come on late at night too because they were West Coast. They used to be all the way down by 10 or 15. I used to say, watch, they gonna come back. They used to always come back.
You see that what it is though. So like when Phoenix came up with that offense, because Phoenix came up with it, then D'Antonio took it to Houston with James Harden. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Harden was in Houston putting up all them crazy numbers? That what he wanted from Steph Curry. All right.
Well, it works.
So,
I ain't gonna lie and say it don't work.
Yeah, it works. 3s over 2. You just gotta have the proficient shooters, the efficient shooter, to make it work.
The only reason D'Antonio didn't win the championship because of that damn fight where all them players left the bench.
Exactly.
They killed that playoff. They would have beat Spurs that playoff.
They would run the people off the court. They would run the people off the court. Harden sitting there averaging like 35 points a game. Come on, man. Like, ain't nothing you can do.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Why did them Houston team win it? Did they not have? Because they didn't have enough. Harden used to always run the help out the damn team.
Yeah,
like him and Chris Paul got into it. Him and Dwight Howard got into it. Because they had
their best shot was when they had Chris Paul, and then Chris Paul had a he pulled his hamstring.
And then him and Harden, they stopped getting along the next season for some odd reason.
But I mean, at the same time, when he go down, Harden, you scored what? I think Harden scored with like 8 points. It was like 8 or like 12 points.
Dude, let me tell you something. Harden
is like a game 7 though.
Harden is his generation's T-Mac. That's all he is.
Yeah, an elite scorer. An elite score, but when it's time for the rubber to meet the road, you can shrink.
There you go. Me and my buddy were talking about it at work tonight because we were talking about how T-Mac talking shit about Kobe, and I was like, well, you remember T-Mac had his chance. He had his chances to win too, just like James Harden. And every time, like you say, when the rubber meet the road, T1, T-Mac. I don't know how many 3-1 leads he don't choke the way, but you want to talk shit about Kobe.
T-Mac won't really shoot a shot at Kobe. He just said if I was in the same position with that Lakers team. But at the same time, though, T-Mac did play with Shaq when he was over there in Orlando. So you was in the same position. It was just more to the point of goddamn Shaq had matured a little bit more.
He was in plenty of winnable positions, and he choked all of them. He played with Yao Ming. That nigga bigger than Shaq.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of players sit there and say things, but they don't illustrate the whole picture.
And his defense was
and
trash.
A lot of fans don't remember the history, so goddamn you can slide something over. But T-Mac played with Shaq. He played with young Shaq. But now, like we supposed to goddamn condense the history, like you didn't have those years with that man. Like you didn't have that opportunity with that man.
And he played with a young Vince Carter too. Didn't do a damn thing.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Wasn't even allowed to touch the damn ball. People and players, fans and players, they condense people's history. Like these things didn't happen. Like no, these things happen. They haven't. Like, I mean, shit. Like Jordan. Jordan was drafted in what, 83, 84? He didn't win in the 80s. He didn't win.
Wait a minute. Wilson, you trying to say that T-Mac played with Shaq?
I do believe so. Either he played
in Orlando?
No, that was Penny. That was Penny
Hardaway.
Penny played with him. But I do believe T-Mac
he played with Grant Hill for a bit until Grant Hill ankles player back up.
No, I don't think
I don't think they ever played together.
No,
I don't think so.
I was trying to get Winston
right after Shaq left.
He will remember it.
He came in right after Shaq left.
Yeah, that was way after
but
Shaq.
Either way you put it up. Like, all right, it's not like Orlando didn't have a squad. They didn't have a Shaq, and that's what like he was trying to get to. I didn't have that dominant player like Shaq. All right, understand, but at the same time, like If you're supposed to be that dude, you got to make some. You got to make
that squad. Look at that 09 squad that Kobe won with, and then look at all the squads T-Mac had throughout his career. Sorry, T-Mac, you don't get no excuse, man. You never showed up in the playoffs the way you had. Your regular season was spectacular, but as spectacular as your regular seasons were, when that light shined the brightest, that's when your game got the lowest. Like I say, you this generation, you the first, T-Mac first and Jim Harden second. They just don't show up when it's
But I mean, along those same lines, that's why Harden's gonna get into the Hall of Fame.
There's a comment. There's a comment. There's a comment that Tidy made right here. Cause see, I wanted to talk about that one. And this be the last thing we talk about tonight. I want to talk about this. He said that the reason that basketball got less physical was because of the malice in the palace. I don't think it had anything to do with Jordan or LeBron. The league watered down after that incident. See, I don't know. See, now the malice in the palace. Didn't they change the rules about coming off of the bench after that? Right after this incident?
No, that was the Phoenix and the San Antonio fight when they changed the rules about coming off the bench.
So it was years later, or years early? Right.
No, it was before.
No, it was before.
Because you remember that series got so many players suspended that it ruined Phoenix chances of going to the finals. Because remember, all them players came off the bench during the brawl. Like I think Amara Stoudemire came off the bench doing a brawl, and then he got suspended. He got suspended the next game, and that's why Phoenix wasn't able to go to the final. That's why San Antonio went to the final.
Well, that was for like the mass people coming off the bench. It really started way back when Mad Max. Remember Mad Max?
Who?
For Houston?
Yeah. Remember when Mad Max, his daughter.
You talking about Vernon Maxwell?
Yeah, his daughter had died, and one of the fans up in the stand, because they had put Max on the bench. One of the fans up in the stand, they were talking about his daughter.
Thinking about Bill.
He went up in the stand. He stole it. He broke the jaw, and Max got fined something crazy and suspended like shit.
He went up in the stand by himself.
That was the start of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think you on something, John. It really trace it back. Like all those instances happened, but it was really Allen Iverson and then the malice at the palace. Because if you remember, as the news does, all they ran with was thugs and basketball. They walked around with chains and hats and oversized clothes. They looked like gangsters. And then right after that, next season, they put in the dress code, and it started to go downhill from there.
Okay. And they need to go back to it, because I'm tired. I want the suits to come back. I'm tired of these coaches wearing these warm-up outfits on the sideline. They look like, man, bring them suits back. That to me, that was kind of classy. I like that. I mean, you don't have to have the players in them, but you can have the coaches looking a little bit more.
I mean, you should be able to wear whatever you want. Like,
I don't want no coach out there with no
so that dog, man, hey, that dog on Chuck Daly. Chuck Daly used to be sharp as a tack, Jack.
Right.
And be out there wrestling and fighting and cussing.
Right.
Chuck Daly used to be sharp.
Get upset with them suits. And ties be everywhere, every which way and right. While they jumping up and down, so you be playing.
But you know, see, and that depends. Well, you know, I can't even say that. Because you know, I just said that about Chuck Daly. Because see, Chuck Daly, man, but coach, some of those, Red. Some of those coaches used to sweat them suits completely out. Man, had great big old puddles of water up under their arms. This suit just ruined. Suit just ruined.
I
Man,
know what you're talking about, man. You talking about dude that used to coach at Temple basketball?
Yeah, Lon Chaney. Oh, Chaney.
Yeah. Oh my God. Boy,
Man.
The sweat.
Oh, it was the same way, but old boy at Arkansas.
Yeah. What's his
Old
name?
boy at Arkansas. You talking about 48 minutes of hell. Man, shoot, you was in hell. Cause I mean, man, these jokers used to sweat them suits out. I mean, man, Chuck Daly, he had on a shark skin double-breasted one time, man. I said, oh my God. Beautiful suit. Beautiful suit. You know, wasn't that stuff you get at D&K.
Oh man, that's funny.
That jump, man, shoot. I remember I took a friend of mine in D&K because they supposed to have some sale on some elephant leg slacks. This joker had a handful of polyester. Now, you can't iron that stuff. You got to take it to the dry cleaner. You put iron on that stuff, half of it would be on the bottom of the iron. Man,
I wouldn't even trust my suits on the ironing board.
Yeah, well, I mean, wool, you can do it. Wool, yes. I mean, just to get creases or wrinkles out. Wool, yeah. But polyester, man, that doggone polyester, man, it shines and man, that
it's
jump,
shining, going where you better take that thing to the cleaner.
It wasn't nothing but plastic. That's all it was. It wasn't nothing but plastic. Doggone iron get on there, that is over with. Well,
John, I want
yes.
you to know, brother, the time of irons since your younger years have changed. You no longer have to sit it in the fire to get hot. They actually have settings on irons now that have like polyester, silk, cotton wool. So you definitely can iron it now, brother. You don't. It's not that just piece of metal that you got to sit inside the fire to get hot anymore.
That man was talking about back in the day with a goddamn basketball player.
Hey, he ain't seen me on TV in a while, and he feel like he need to get his shot in. So go ahead. But I'm just saying, Coach, you got some polyester stuff.
No, I don't. But my iron has a setting on it specifically that says polyester silk.
You better not use it. I'm gonna tell you that. You better not use it.
Coach, don't be crazy, man. You better take that suit to the cleaners, man.
No, don't buy polyester.
I wouldn't, but yeah, I don't even think polyester or silk.
He'll learn.
Man, don't you buy
anything like that.
I had my partner. I had to educate him right there in the stove. I had to educate him right there in the stove. Hey man, you don't buy this. Don't buy this. Get you some 100% wool. And if you can afford it, get that worsted wool.
John, that's why I got my last 2 pair of slickers now. My nice little shoes that I wear. Thinking about.
Oh yeah, now D&K. Are they Stacey Adams?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. See, there you go. Now Stacey Adams or Florsham.
Matter of fact,
I don't think I've ever seen a wool suit. I do cotton blends.
Oh yeah, now okay, you can do a wool blend. You can do a wool blend, but 100% worsted wool or worsted wool, man.
Just think I'm burning your ass about it.
Yeah, like why would you buy a wool suit? Like that sounds like something you would wear in Antarctica. Like
no.
A wool suit. That's that shit John Wick be wearing in the movie. That bulletproof. The thick ass goddamn wool suit.
Yes.
That's a cotton blend. Look like to me.
That's wool, man.
It's a joke, man. That shit got him motherfucker thick as hell.
No. Hey. If you get a summer weight,
if you got the blend, all right, that's cool. a full 100% goddamn wool suit, your ass gonna burn up in.
Yeah. Now, see, thing is about a suit. Going outside with the coat on and you don't have no air conditioning, yeah, you gonna burn up. If you standing outside and you have to have that coat on, yeah, you gonna burn up. But that doggone
There you go,
man,
John.
oh yeah, there you go. Oh,
hold on.
I got a few
That's right, big dog.
Suits. But I only shop at H&M. So.
And see,
and Jose Bank. Excuse me, Jose Bank.
Yeah. But see, man, shoot, that boy, the real suit shops, man, that I used to have when I was growing up, like Webster's and who else? It was somebody else. And now the place that I used to go, what's the name of that doggone place? K&G. Man, them suits so thin, it's just ridiculous. Man, you mess around there and slide on a car seat, sliding out of the car, your ass showing. You wear all the doggone suit off of your butt because it's just so thin. You know,
I think I got maybe two hanging up in the closet. But see, I'm a skinny guy, so they look all right on me.
Yeah. Hey, you know.
One of them so shiny, man. I think I got it from K&G. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes I get K&G and D&K mixed up. I think this was somewhere over there near Bankhead Highway, but it's not far from it. I can't think of.
That's K&G. That's K&G near Marietta Boulevard.
Yeah, you got to go way down Bankhead, and then somewhere you got to make a few turns. Most of the time I'm going over there, I'm always riding with somebody.
Yeah, that's K&G. D&K.
Now where is D&K located?
Off of Memorial Drive, right off Memorial Drive.
The east side?
At 285.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. It was definitely K&G I was at then. Okay.
Yeah.
That way I got these stations. I got these stations at K&G.
Yeah, because D&K just had a sale, 5 suits for $75. Hell no.
God, that's cheap.
Hell no.
$75. That's how much some of our shirts cost.
Hey, Red. The alteration costs more than the suit.
You ain't lying, man. What? 75? I would think 175 for one suit.
What dude said on you want some too, old man?
You at least gotta pay $100, man. That's why I say when you go to these stores, you gotta at least go when you saved up a few dollars, man.
Hey, man. Hey, they used to have
that deal. They get a folks like when you gotta get suits for like 2 or 3 people. Like we'll give you 5 for 75.
Now, if you got a house full of kids and you gotta get about 5 children some suits or something like that.
Right.
See, nobody not gonna say nothing to you about that because see, you got a lot of kids and you need to get them some suits. But once you get to be around about 17, 18 or whatever, and get one of them Falcons, the one with that old fake bird on the side.
You know what, John? That sounds like a deal you get at Barry's. Remember Barry's on Foot to the Door?
Oh man, now wait a minute now. Now I remember Barry's over there on Foot and Industrial. Now I got some real nice stuff out of there, but they turn cheap. They turn cheap. Doggone show did. I mean, they turned cheap quick. Matter of fact, I used to get my Stacey Adams over there.
They have some good stuff. I mean, for the folks that got money, they got some cheap stuff too.
Oh man, yeah, man. Well,
like I say, it used to be half and half in the store. It was the folks that had money, they had their section. Then it was the folks that came there, like you say, the 5 for 75 folks. They had their section.
And see, I'm not in a situation where I'm wearing suits like that all the time. So, it's been a while since I bought some. I was waiting for double breasts to come back. Cause see, I love double breasts. Love them. But
I need to get me. Matter of fact, I need to buy me 1 or 2 suits this year, John. So let me know which one I need. Let me know which spot I need to go to.
Hey, I tell you,
hey, Red.
I tell you,
what you need to do, Red. What you need to do one time in your life, and this is what I tell everybody: have one made. Have 1 or 2 made, and really, I'm gonna say this. Get black. What did they say? Black, brown, navy blue. You can even go gray. Sport coats
right now. They're my colors.
Sport coats, and get black, brown, tan, pair of pants tailored, and mix them up.
Okay.
I tell you what.
So you get the pants tailored, but you just buy the sports coat.
No. Get now you can do either.
All tailored.
No, okay.
But like I said, you owe it to yourself one time to have a suit cut just for you.
I might do my next one. I want to do my next one tailored. If
you deserve one time instead of that stuff coming off of the rack and they adjusting it for you. Have somebody get your measurements, whatever, and that suit tailored for you, and look at it and see how it is that you like for it to hang on you, and have that suit made for you. Man, ain't nothing like wearing something that's tailor made for you.
If you can recommend a spot, I'll appreciate it.
Let me see. Let me look around, Red.
No rush. They get back to me whenever you feel like it.
Cause see, I think Men's Warehouse will do that for you.
Okay.
And if not, I know there's a spot up in Marietta.
Overtime. I don't want to wait till after I'm not working overtime.
Yeah. And I think there's a spot in Marietta that would do that.
I'm coming down at the end of the month. But you can go hit the whichever store. You can go hit the store and go get some soup.
Hey, that'll work.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
I mean, I want to get 1 or 2 this year. I ain't got a new one in about I think a few years.
Man,
the ones I got, I keep them looking nice. That's why I say you think I have a lot of them, because I keep all the old ones I got looking nice.
Oh, sure. We can stop go get that suit.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man.
I could wear. But I shine on them folks at UPS. I come on there with a different suit there, they wouldn't even recognize it.
Shit. They hit your ass with a RICO charge.
They're like, man.
You bring your ass in here, wearing different suits every day. Yeah.
Hey, look at Red trying to be Shaw. Like,
what the hell, Brad getting in them damn packages?
Well, please. Ain't no suits I got at home coming out of this warehouse. Dusty old. They probably will, but not. I ain't come out with me. Cause I pay for my stuff. They know Red don't take.
Now, Red, what size you wear?
That's a damn good question, man. I don't even know my measurement by heart.
Cause see, you look like you might be a 42.
That might
be a 42. Huh?
How tall are you, Red?
About 5'8", 5'9".
Oh, so you run the same height.
I'm about your height. Your height.
Yeah, cause see, I think you might wear about a 42 long. And see, now they make bukus of suits in your side. Cool. See, man, they make, man. You'll have wide selection.
There's a lot of Italians my size, so they gotta have that side.
Oh yeah, well there you go. And man, cause see, I sent. Matter of fact, but see, no, I wouldn't want to do that, because now there was a place that I had to go to because I wanted double-breasted suits and they weren't making them here. I had to send. There's a what's the name of that company? It was called Hockerty or something of that nature, where I sent my measurements, put them online. They had a outline of a suit, put my measurements on there, and I had to send off to England They have these things made. It was a suit that I had made, and it was about two something, 225, 250. The only thing I didn't like about that suit, those suits over in England have real narrow lapel. See, I like mine a little bit wider. You know, not all the way to the shoulders, but I just like mine a little bit wider. Plus the fact the 6 buttons or 4 buttons that they had, it was just tight. And I had to adjust the suit once I got it here. But man, now I understand that double breast is coming back. So I said I'm this year or winter time or whatever, I'm just gonna have about 3 sport coats made, and I got bukus or slacks that I can, you know, mix them and match them with. But man, I'm telling you, man, that was my thing when I was going.
I want to have a few sport coats and some slacks I can mix it up with.
Yeah.
Then I feel straight.
And see, thing is, you do that. See, because I learned this from a dude that used to do lectures. He had a houndstooth, dark houndstooth, black, and a deep blue double-breasted coats, and he had about 5 pairs of pants. All he did was just get that stuff clean, because see, when you traveling from city to city to city, you're not seeing the same people. So, hey, ain't nobody gonna come there and say, "Oh man, that joker wore that Tuesday." Trying to embarrass them. You know, but mixing them and matching them or whatever. Say, for instance, you're going to, you know, church or something of that nature, going here, going there, whatever. You know, you mix and match that stuff so you don't have to buy or be confined to a suit. You know, because black and blue go together all the time, whether it be the coat, whether it be the pant, tan, gray, stuff like that. Man, yeah. That works all the time.
I wear a lot of black slacks sometimes working. I mix them up with the shirts and stuff. And I got some khaki slacks, and I got some blue sweatpants. I just mix it up. Yeah.
And man, I got so many ties. Man, I got I got about 200 ties that I had worn. But man, every time I go in, let me get that, you know. And that during that time, ties were about $10, $15. Nice looking.
Yeah, man.
Look at him. I'm rolling ties all like it ain't nobody business, man. Yeah, but oh man, y'all got me reminiscing.
That I can mix and match with.
I
got 200. I got about 10 good ones. I mix and match a lot of different shirts.
Yeah. See that what I'm talking about. And you save money. I'll see. You know what's.
But still, I can afford a few more new ties.
Yeah.
I can get up 20. That'll be nice. That'll be 180 less than you.
Yeah, but hey, man, like I said, you know, I don't dress like that no more. Look here, and they'll be lucky. I put on a pair of gym shorts or something to come outside now.
Yes, I'm trying to decide what I want to wear to this dang event. I got to go through Friday. I want to throw a suit on, maybe just throw a dress shirt and a tie, throw some slacks on with slippers. I figure it out.
Yep.
I wear a whole suit over there.
Yeah, like Winston said, they'll lock you up for RICO just by what you wearing.
Oh Lord, you ain't lying. If I wear this shirt and tie, I'm thinking about wearing what? They gonna be red. What? Probably is stealing some out of them UPS. That shirt too shiny for you. You gonna be selling rock on the side. Gonna have chains on.
Where the glass pack you touch came from? Miami.
Put my glasses. They see me with glasses on, so everybody see me with glasses and shades. So that ain't no new look to it.
Yeah, but Well, gentlemen, about that time, time to shut it down, man. I told this dude I was gonna go with him in the morning. He's supposed to be getting up at 5:30, but I don't believe I'm gonna make it.
Oh no, 5:30.
Yeah, I don't believe I'm gonna make it. I see a lot of time, man. This past week,
you got about 3 or 4 hours of good sleep.
Red, I don't. Old folk don't do that no more.
Yeah, I see that. Them club hours. I'm thinking.
Yeah, Red. I can't do that. You know that's 201 in the post office. That 201.
Yeah. I took it and switched my job, found me a better one. I ain't gotta be at work. If I want to, I ain't gotta be at work till 2 o'clock.
Oh, hey, Winston, you still doing the solar?
Yeah, I'm still doing solar. I just went to a different company.
Oh, okay.
I ain't got to be in tomorrow. Our last day. We off for the holiday, so I ain't got to go in.
Oh, man, I keep forgetting, man. I had said something at the beginning of the show, and I keep forgetting 4th of July.
One shift tomorrow, so we just 5:45.
Oh, okay. And then y'all just gonna shut it down.
You know,
man. I hope so, Joe. I swear, them driver coming in so late at night, they was making me mad. Like, damn, I'm in the air belt. Them clowns coming in with boxes of envelopes. I'm like, good Lord, yeah, I'm taking so late to get here. Like, damn, I'm ready to get up out of there. That's why it took me so late to get on the show tonight. Damn, late.
Oh, okay.
Coming in and shit. Like,
yeah.
No, they was damn truck leaving 9:50. Them clowns pulling up at 9:50 sometimes.
You know,
you had to wait for that stuff to go through the sort aisle to get it.
Well, see, I've been working in the air belt this week because our main lady on vacation. She would go on vacation the week of 4th of July, and I'm the only one in the building that can work in the air belt. Only one know how, me and her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why my boss, I see why her little sneaky self, she snuck me over there last year and said, Red, come on over there and work with Issa. Not letting me know, when she ain't there, you gonna have to go over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's all good though. Like I say, just think they gotta get them for the guy leave at 9:50. See, he leave at 9:50 because he gotta take stuff to Hartsfield.
Oh yeah. Because y'all build cans out there?
Say that again.
Do you all build cans for the planes?
I'm not sure if we do it in that particular building. They may do it down the street at Marvin Miller.
Okay. Because I know we started building cans because we canceled out. Well, the post office canceled their contract with FedEx and went with UPS, and they build cans down there in Palmetto. And they probably do that over there at Marvin Miller. I keep forgetting you at the new spot. Every time I think about UPS, I think about Marvin Miller. Oh, they worked me
out
like that.
Out of that hole 2 or 3 years ago. I miss it though. It had its benefits, but this one over here a little bit better. The cafeteria a little bit better.
Okay. They serving hot food.
Oh yeah, they got cooks in there.
Get out.
Oh yeah, they ain't like that old break room in UPS used to be. We got cooks and dinner and meal. It's a real cafeteria.
Oh man, because that's the only thing I remember is over Marvin Miller, all them machines and stuff.
Oh man,
that they had down there.
I had to bring my own food. Yeah,
man. Well, Red, tell them what you're doing this weekend.
Well, y'all, 4th of July. Hopefully, I can get up. I got a little event to go to Friday night, so hopefully I'll be up Saturday morning if I can oversleep. 11 a.m. Red and Rail Sports Show. Got maybe 1 or 2 more shows before we go on our hiatus right for until August. So you know what we do, and on my page 24/7 Facebook, Red Rose page, Wednesdays I test John and Winston. Thanks for having me again. Coach William, I forgot who else was on here today. Ron, nice chopping it up with you fellas. Another good show. A lot of good topics. Can't wait to do it again.
All right. Appreciate you coming through, Red. Okay. All right, Winston. Wrap us up.
Once again, thank everybody for coming through to the eye test, man. Everybody in the chat. Chief, Millie Mills, Kool-Aid, Antonio, Keely, everybody on the sun, man. I appreciate y'all coming through and rocking with us. Everybody that was on the panel. Coach. Let's see, Coach. It was what name? The Dip Dog. Amos. Amos was in here. Everybody else that came through, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Catch us on the eye test every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Catch us on Facebook on the eye test too. Wednesday 10 p.m. Start off with Falcon content. Ain't no telling where the conversation will go, but you enjoy the ride every time. Appreciate y'all, man. And once again,
in the Falcon talk today.
Yeah, we didn't even get the Falcon talk today.
But, everything will be all right with the Falcon. They're good.
Once again, happy birthday to John and Chief that we found out on today, Mr. Ray Ellison. Happy birthday to both of y'all brothers and Keely. Keely celebrated her birthday this week too. Happy birthday to all three of y'all.
John, when your birthday?
Oh, it was Sunday, last Sunday.
Sunday? Oh man. Happy birthday, John.
I don't pay no attention to it. They stacking up.
I be slacking out these Facebook birthdays, man. I don't know
why.
Well,
no, I don't. I didn't post it. I didn't really. Well, I did. I did put a post up there because it was 66. I put, but counting them, no, I don't pay no attention.
Yeah, happy birthday, buddy.
Well, I appreciate that from you guys. And piggybacking on what Winston. Oh, you through, Winston?
Oh yeah. I was
okay.
Facebook. I don't know what it is. Like my Facebook is, I don't know. It's just outdated shit. So like, say somebody have a birthday today, like I won't find out about it until like 2 days ago.
Right. That's how I be. Sometimes I see somebody talk about their birthday. I'll look up. They're like, man, that was 2 or 3 days ago. What?
I'm sitting there saying the thank you message and all that.
Oh, okay, man.
Shout out to Keith David. Keith David getting the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And who was the drill sergeant on this on
Yeah, Glenn Turman.
Yeah, he's getting the star on Hollywood Walk of Fame.
The dude that Taraji Henson shot for no good in Straw. All man wanted her to do was do her job.
Listen,
man,
shoot
your butt to work and giving
Glenn Turman. Man, look, I remember Glenn Turman and
Clayton Kershaw just hit 3,000 strikeouts.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, Judd, I know the movie you talking about. You talking about that little scary movie? The one where you played that?
JD's Revenge.
Yeah, that one. I knew where you were going. I think I saw that one. He played that crazy.
I'm going to give y'all some trivia. That was the first naked woman I saw in a movie, or Joan Pringle.
Right.
I was in love.
I saw her. She was I saw the older version of her. She was on one of these soap, the Generations. Soaps came on back in the day. Yeah, I didn't see her in JD's Revenge until after I saw her in so many other things, and I was like, "Oh Lord, is that older lady I used to see?"
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to her. She was nice back in the day.
She man, where she is. Well, all right. Well, gentlemen, you guys have a good morning, and to all of those who tuned in and came through, and old Tidy stopped through. I'm mad I didn't get a chance to pull him in, but he didn't bite.
Shout out to Ron too.
But
cool.
But glad for everybody who tuned in, came in. And we will see you guys next time. And we still got, gentlemen, we still got to work out when we're gonna go up to the training camp. Just think about it, and we'll talk about it next time we get together.
Yeah, I'm coming at the end of the month.
All right.
I already put in on. I already told him. It is
okay.
Put my days in and stuff. But yeah, I'm coming at the end of the month.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you again. Bye-bye, y'all.
All right, bro.
I'm out.